Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast of Doki Literature Club Exit Music. Oh, hey, look at that! 4 people are total, including myself. Hello, other 2 people. Welcome to the broadcast. Hope you're having a lovely day, and hope you enjoy the stream. Oh, it wasn't real. It wasn't real, guys. Pull yourself together. Calm. Calm. I pull the covers off me, turn to get my feet onto the ground, and pinch the bridge of my nose. Ugh. My head feels like it's about to explode. I'll probably have to take some painkillers or something. I, and I'm in desperate need of some water. Guess I have to get up then. I slowly stand up from where I was sitting and head to open the bedroom door. I stop for a moment, noticing my clothes from the night before lying in front of me. I reach down and pick them up. Might as well bring these down for the wash. As soon as I exit the room, my stomach growls like a wild animal. Probably because the last thing I ate was a bag of chips. We really need to get some groceries today. My legs quiver as I attempt to walk down the stairs. As I reach the bottom, a certain pink-haired girl catches my eye laying in one of the living room couches. Hey. Hi. Her bruise, despite being glaringly noticeable, has healed somewhat, though not by much. As for herself, she looks like she's trying not to nod off to sleep. What you got there? Some clothes for the washing machine. You got anything that needs to go into? I might have some, yeah. I'll grab them in a bit. Cool. So, you came down here. Is there something up with the spare room, or... Natsuki yawns, stretching her arms past her head momentarily. No. I was just hoping to see if there was something I could put on the TV. Some background noise. There's never anything good on. And well, I just kinda stuck it around. Because you'd already started melting into the couch. Yeah, maybe a little bit. She sluggishly outstretches her arms once more. And before you ask, no, I haven't slept. Well, I got a bit. Like, half an hour. Yeah, that's normal. But that's hardly... Do you want to talk about it? No need. I think you can already guess. Yeah. Dubious on how to comfort her, I hesitantly place a hand on her shoulder. She looks up at me and smiles weakly. We stay as we are for a minute or two, no words exchanged between us. We're too enveloped in each other's company to do anything but savor the moment. Before long, though, Natsuki speaks up. I'm still trying to process this, you know? I know I've already said it, but it's just too surreal to me. You just asked me for clothes to put in the washing machine like it's the most natural thing in the world. Like I already live here. She sits up, swinging her legs off the couch to right herself. Well, you do. I know, that's the weird part. But hey, since I might as well chip in with the chores, right? So I'll take care of the dirty clothes. You sure? I'm perfectly fine, I'm sure. I want to help out. Well, that's relieving to hear. Just put them down by here or something. She motions toward the coffee table. I'll go get my load, then get them all in the machine. Sound good? Sounds good to me. I dump the dirty clothes on the table. She stretches out to grab the television remote from the table and turns it on. Pressing the home button, she opens the eponymous tab. I have no clue what the hell that means. Checking the time. Just past 10:30. Hold the fuck up. Am I having a stroke? No, that... Dirty mind. Past half 10. What the hell do you mean past half 10? Wouldn't it be 10:30? Am I having a stroke? Is my brain just fucking with me? Or is this really just that bad of grammar? Oh, god damn it. Sit. Fuck off, Jeffrey Rex. You fucking dumbass. Love you, man. Good tea. Not that I met some before this. Yeah, but that's confusing. Anyway, continuing on. Dad would have gone straight to work at like 7. He doesn't usually check on me in the morning, so he may not know yet. Well, that's relief. Yeah. As for later, crap, I don't know. Guess we'll have to do as you said. Just wait it out. Yeah. Okay, too many words too quickly. So maybe we should guess, what are you still doing here? Oh my god, it's Natsuki. What the heck happened to you? And what are you doing here? Sorry, please calm down. It's a long story. Natsuki looks toward me for guidance while Sayori is fixated on her eye. I can tell what she's thinking. Bullshit excuse or tell the truth. Before I get the chance to respond, Natsuki seemingly makes up her mind, sighing. Okay, Sayori. You can tell absolutely no one about this. Not Monica, or Yuri, or your parents, or anyone else. Please. Okay? It's my dad, Last night we got into an argument, something trivial. I think it was about the TV remote or something. I called him I probably shouldn't repeat it. And he threw the remote at me. Hit me square in the eye. Sorry, don't take it the wrong way. He's never laid a finger on me before. He just freaked out, I guess. I mean, I still wasn't gonna take a second more of that shit, so I came here. And guess, well, he's been kind enough to let me crash for a while. Until the dust settles, I guess. Okay then. Her eyes plead with me to go along with this story. No choice but to get caught up in the lie. Sayori stands shocked, utterly speechless in the face of this new information. Natsuki lets out a small chuckle in an attempt to diffuse the tension, but it does little to quell her concern. Yo, Mikey, what's up? Hope you're having a lovely day, man. If you're gonna do a stream later, then good luck with it. Till then, I'm gonna continue playing this. And we'll find out what all happens. Natsuki. Sayori's eyes dart between Natsuki and I, trying to fully comprehend what she just heard. She reaches out to put a hand on Natsuki's shoulder, but Natsuki flinches. Sayori yanks her hand back. She opens her mouth to say something, but can't get any words out. This is a lot for her. Silence is unbearable. I feel myself tensing up. My heart is racing. Finally, Natsuki ends the silence. So yeah, Natsuki trails off, having nothing else to say. Sayori brings Natsuki into a close hug. Natsuki winces a bit, but returns the embrace. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you stood up for yourself. Well, I wasn't gonna lay down and accept it now, was I? Sayori lets go of Natsuki and sighs. Yeah. I'm sorry that I just walked right in. It's not your fault. Anyone would want an explanation seeing me like this. It's why I'm avoiding school today. Last thing I want is for the others to worry. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Sayori's voice trails off as her dejected eyes look at me. It's obvious she feels helpless to do anything for Natsuki. I step in and try to give her some peace of mind. Natsuki is safe. Right now, that's all that matters. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Sayori's expression softens as some of her worry dissipates. Promise? I promise we won't keep you in the dark. A sigh of relief escapes her. But again, no one else can know about this. I know, Gas. I won't tell a soul. Thank you, Sayori. That means a lot to me. If you guys ever need anything, I'm always ready to help. For a brief moment, she flashes a sincere smile before turning back towards the door. I'm really sorry, but I have to get to school. I, missed my first lesson, so... Oh yeah, of course. Well, I'll see you guys later. Alright, Sayori. See you later. What's up, Crazy? How you doing, man? Sayori dashes out the front door, closing it gently on the way out. Natsuki, what exactly was that? What do you mean, what was that? The... You said he only hurt you once. Obviously, I wasn't going to tell her the whole story. I didn't exactly have time to come up with a better excuse. On that note, why the hell did she just walk in? It's a neighbor thing. I should have warned you about it. Sorry. It's fine, I guess. Why didn't you just tell her the whole story? The same reason I've never told anyone else. Don't get me wrong, guys, I love them. But I don't trust them not to see me as some frail, abused, sad little girl. So, what? You're different, Gaz. You actually... Never mind. An awkward silence falls between us. Neither of us know how to continue the conversation. Natsuki averts her gaze, taking a seat back on the couch. Unsure of what to do with myself, I consider sitting myself down next to her. Another minute of uncomfortable silence follows. I already regret lying. You did what you thought was right. I'm sure Sayori would understand. Out of anyone, I think she'd know at least a little of how it feels. Having a secret that you can't tell anyone about, no matter how much it hurts you. I guess. You sure she won't tell anyone? Well, we've been friends since we were little kids. You know how she can be sometimes, but I like to think she's smarter than she lets on. Safe to say, I trust her with my life. Yeah, with how much she talked about you at the club, I figured you'd known each other for a while. I mean, she does live just next door. And yes, I did McKinnish. That's how we first met, when I moved in. Oh yeah, she mentioned that once. I chuckle a bit, shaking my head. Should have known. She was talking about how when you first moved here, you were scared of her, and eventually she managed to coerce you into becoming her friend. Natsuki seems to try and hold in a laugh. Hold on. Got a Discord notification. I guess. Yes, probably not. Alright. Although whether it's at the fact that I was scared of Sayori of all people, or that the look on my face remains to be seen. Did she happen to tell you why I was scared? I don't know. I can't remember everything she said. Okay then, I'll tell you. When we arrived at our new home, just as I looked out the car window to see it for the first time, I see your face damn near pressed up against the window. Gave me quite the scare, as you'd imagine. I'd like to think it gave both our parents a shock as well. But afterwards, I spent days not going outside because I knew she was waiting for me. I don't think a single day went by in that period of time where she didn't try to visit us. Definitely didn't help that she lived so close. So yeah, she's pretty much held me hostage into becoming her friend. I guess nothing's really changed after all. I guess so. That must have been a nightmare. I cover my face with my hands and try to hide the embarrassment. Tell me about it. Oh, there was also this time she tricked me into getting a scary movie to watch while her parents were asleep. She told me it was a comedy. Safe to say, I didn't sleep that night. Damn, I never imagined Sayori to be the kind of person to do that. Trust me, she's more cunning than she looks. Hey, by the way. Oh wait, this one's better. In our old school, there was this big science fair that he held every year. And this wasn't your ordinary science fair either. It had a ton of really cool prizes. But the one everyone wanted was this really big electric racetrack. But out of all the kids, I think I wanted it more than everyone. The thing is though, you have to get first place to win it. So I tried harder and harder every year until eventually I got second place. The next year, I was determined to get it, but I saw that Sayori was having a lot of trouble with it. And eventually she asked me if I could help her. Truth be told, I kinda felt bad about seeing her like that, so I dropped everything and helped her out. We agreed that I wasn't gonna do all the work for her, and that she had to put in most of the effort. However, I promised I would always be there for when she needs it. So we worked on the project every day after school for weeks. But I wasn't always there in case she ever asked for help. By the time the science fair was right around the corner, she had finished an elaborate project on how air pollution affects the planet. She ended up getting third place. And I think you've guessed by now, but no, I didn't get past the researching stage for my project. Honestly, I don't care. Hold on. Why the hell do I keep getting pings on Discord? Maybe next, probably not. I was really proud of her. So were her parents. She felt so bad about how I didn't get to do my own project that she still sometimes apologizes for it today. And well, yeah, I only did it for the racetrack setup until that point. I think helping out Sayori really woke me up to the fact that I really liked learning about that stuff. Hell, sciences are pretty much the only subjects I still somewhat enjoy doing. And I pretty much owe it all to her. Yeah, that was a pretty good day. My face immediately goes red. I only just realized how much I've been talking non-stop. Wow, that was one hell of a story. Yeah, sorry about that. I got a little carried away. Oh, don't worry, you're not as bad as Yuri. At least you can make the things you talk about interesting. I laughed at the remark. Whatever you say. That does sound nice though. Yeah? You know, having that strong of a friendship with someone. I mean, yeah, but why are you saying it like that? She fidgets in her seat a little. I never had many friends growing up. Dad was Dad. Club was the closest thing to a group of friends that I've had in years. Even then, I had to bullshit him a little to go to Monica's house. She had a party there a month or so back. Said it was some club assignment. Looking back, I'm surprised he bought it. I just wanted friends, you know? I put my arm around her shoulder. But in a way, you're my best friend. Okay, hold on. I keep getting pings from next server, what the hell? They're not doing a damn thing, so I don't give a shit. Alright, and resume. You're still a dumbass, though. Hey! Husky smirks and giggles. Toss me the remote. Hopefully there's something watchable on. I take it you're not hungry? She shakes her head. I'm good for now. I'll help you cook a nice dinner tonight. How's that? After he turns on the TV and starts flipping through channels. Fine by me. My cooking's not the greatest, nor my baking. Remember those cupcakes? Good God, yeah. You definitely need practice, but you'll get plenty of it. You'll just need the ingredient. Natsuki stops abruptly, gazing at the TV screen. Her eyes suddenly light up. Oh wow, I haven't seen this in years, huh? Glance over at the TV to see what's caught her attention. Vibrantly colored fish swim throughout a large tank filled with coral as two teenagers longingly gaze at each other from both sides. All accompanied by a mushy love song. What, the movie? Yeah. I used to love it to death when I was a kid. I watched it all the time. Like, I must have seen it at least twice a week. Turning back to the TV, we watch on as the scene drags out for over a minute. Endless jump cuts panning to each side, switching focus from the teens to the fish tank and back. Shots from inside the fish tank. This... Try as I might, I can't help but let out a groan. Hey, don't give me that. It might be a little cheesy. But that doesn't mean it's bad. I bet you like some goofy over-the-top things yourself. Shall we go through your anime collection? That's not... Okay, fair point. Come on, give it a chance. Alright. I might as well. I take a seat beside her on the couch. God, cheesy love songs suck. See? I told you. As the closing credits play, I get up from the couch and stretch. Peering over at the nearest clock, I notice it's a little over 2 hours have passed. Wow, have we really been watching this crap for that long? Oh, shut up, you were enjoying it. I could see it in your eyes. Oh, seems like you were more interested in looking my way than watching the film you love so much. Embarrassed, Natsuki averts her gaze and her face glows bright red. I didn't mean it that way. I was just gauging your reaction to the film. God. I completely believe you. Whatever, my point stands. You liked it. Okay. I may have underestimated it. It certainly got personality. But it's still probably one of the cheesiest things I've ever seen. I mean, the acting was so hammy, it was hard to take it seriously. But that's what makes it so fun. Like, yeah, okay, it's a tragedy at heart. But the over-the-top acting is what separates the campy scenes from the, well, tragic ones. Like the house party. I had no idea what was going on throughout most of that scene. I felt so disconnected from the rest of the film. Well, I couldn't tell you what half the scenes even mean, but they still mean something to me, you know? But I don't want to take that away from you. It's just not for me, I guess. Yeah, I guess not. We both fall silent for a moment, not too sure where to go from here. Trying to look for anything to distract from the odd tension in the room, my eyes are drawn to the kitchen door. Hey, you feeling hungry yet? I sure do. Actually, yeah. Bacon sandwich sound good? Sounds good. I nod, heading into the kitchen. Alright. I run towards the refrigerator and yank it open. However, there's no bacon in sight. In fact, there's hardly anything here. Crap. Thinking about it, we're low on nearly everything at the moment, which actually makes now the perfect time to get groceries. Hey Natsuki? She makes her way into the kitchen. What's up? There's no bacon here. In fact, we're running pretty low on groceries in general. I've got some bread, maybe a few slices of turkey or something, unless you want some oats. Natsuki's face twists in disgust. Gross. Thought so. Means that I'm gonna have to head to the store sometime this afternoon. In fact, I should probably just get it out of the way now. You wanna come with? Natsuki gestures to her face. Oh, right. Sorry. So you'll be fine here? Yeah. Promise I won't burn down the place. Unless you wouldn't have any sunglasses, would you? Sounds stupid, but it should do the trick. I don't think so. Maybe. But I wouldn't mind coming if I could cover up my eye. I could go and take a look. I know I could find some sunglasses. Actually, give me a minute. I rush upstairs into the spare room. I head over to the cupboards opposite the couch. My eyes dart around looking for where the sunglasses could be, finally landing on the shoebox on the top of the cupboard. Taking off the lid, I scour through the year's worth of junk in the box. Old action figures with stiff joints, broken CDs, video game cartridges from before my time. Finally, at the bottom of the box, I find what I'm looking for. Sayori's old sunglasses. She must have left these here years ago. They're a little flashy. It's worth a shot, though. As I make my way back downstairs, Natsuki's waiting for me at the bottom of the stairs. Any luck? Actually, yeah. Something tells me they're not your style, though. Oh, they can't be that bad. I hand them over to her. You're kidding. Come on, just try them on. Fine. Natsuki lets out an exaggerated sigh before putting the sunglasses on. I mean, they definitely hide the bruise. Yeah, she's gonna burn down the place. She's the baker of the group, so like, she'd probably be fine, honestly. I try to keep a straight face, but can't help but letting out a bit of a chuckle. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm wearing these. But they're so cute. Oh, shut up. Hey, at least they do the job. I don't care, it's not worth going outside looking like some 70s rock star. She tosses the sunglasses aside, thankfully landing on the couch. Hey, watch it, the shades aren't mine. Whose are they? Oh, they're Sayori's. They're from years ago, though. Right, now you mention it, I definitely get that impression. So I take it you're not coming with? Yeah, I'll pass. Hey, I'll keep your seat warm. I let out a chuckle. Anything you want? Well, since you asked, I do have a sweet tooth. Maybe some chocolate? Don't sweat it if you can't, though. Gotcha. So, hang on. It rips off a square of kitchen roll. Hey, guess, you got a marker? Yeah, sure. I look around the dining table to find a marker lying across some crumpled up paper. Oh great, I never finished that poem for the club. But given the events of last night, I can hardly be blamed for forgetting. Natsuki Regardless, I grab the marker, toss the paper in the trash, and hand it to Natsuki. Marker in hand, she starts scribbling away at the weak tissue paper, somehow avoiding any major tears. She hands it over to me, and I fold it, stuffing it into my back pocket. Now you won't forget. Thanks. I won't be long. The store's not too far. I'll manage the terrifying Home Alone experience. Alright, I'll be back soon. I gave Natsuki a wave goodbye as I head out the door. We're not even 20, we're like 18. Those are lovely questions, and I don't know the answers to a single one of them. You know, though, I do have an idea, though, because you mentioned it. Because, so far, our character seems to live alone. But he mentioned moving here with his parents some time ago. Which means it might be the parents moved away, but left us the money, or it could be dead parents, you get the money. I make my way down to the shopping district. As I pass by, I notice an autumn leaf fluttering along the sidewalk. Is it fall already? Huh. No wonders there's such a chill. With the store now in view, I quicken my pace. As I make my way inside, I'm engulfed in the warm aroma of the indoor heater. I take a basket from the rack and pull out the piece of tissue paper with the shopping list. Bacon, eggs, flour, castor sugar, whipped cream, chocolate. Alright, seems like a pretty decent list. She should have really given me some quantities, because I don't know how much of these I should get. I have a limited budget, so that should give me a solid limit on how much I can get. I scour the aisles for each item on the list, and crossing them off the list as I do. Bacon, sugar, whipped cream, eggs, flour. You know, I should get some stuff for dinner tonight. I could go for some grilled fish and rice. Now the chocolate bar. Fortunately, the snack aisle is just opposite the self-checkout tills. I skim through the mountain of snacks until I'm unsure of what would be to Natsuki's taste. Until, hey, look, it's Monica. Her eyes are hollow. She hasn't slept. Yeah, but her eyes are clearly hollow. She hasn't slept enough. Yeah, hi Monica. How's your sleep, babe? Okay, it's fancy seeing you here. Monica? What's she doing here? Hi, Monica. What's going on? Oh, nothing. Just getting some snacks for the club. What about you? You don't exactly look ready for the club. She chuckles in an attempt to lighten the mood, but I'm too tired to laugh with her. She takes notice of my lack of enthusiasm and quickly backpedals. Gosh, listen to me. My mind is just fixated on club. Sorry. Maybe it's a sign that I need a break. You clearly need a break. Your eyes say everything. Don't worry about it. I haven't been to school today either, so... Oh? Why's that? It's been a rough week. I should keep it at that. Are you okay, Cass? Your tone screams concern for me, and for a second, I almost consider telling her everything. I quickly push the thought aside and give a vague explanation instead. I'm fine, really. I just don't want to get into it. Naka continues ransacking the shelves, indeterminately tossing all manner of snacks into her basket. She looks stressed. Has she slept? It's probably not right of me to ask. I do anyway. Are you? Huh? I mean, are you okay? Monica stops and takes a deep breath, averting her eyes. But within a second, she looks me in the eye and smiles warmly. It looks like she's being genuine. I'm okay, yes, but I appreciate you asking. It shows how caring you are. Clearly she hasn't slept well. I mean, in the original one, she's pretty good at hiding things. You just knew ahead of time because I informed you a little bit. Without another word, she awkwardly goes back to the snack hunting. Nice one, Gas. I'd better change the topic. So, what are all those for? Oh, I was planning a bit of a surprise party. But if you can't make it today, perhaps I should reschedule. Oh, yeah. I'll definitely be in next week onwards, promise. Okay. I'm just concerned is all. We're barely a club without you, so you being away is... She sighs, then smiles. But if you're able to come back next week, that's great. I will. I gesture towards the snacks again. But, what's the occasion? Well, you know better than any of us what Sayori's been feeling pretty down. That Sayori's been feeling pretty down lately. So I wanted to plan something nice for her to cheer her up. Just a nice, planned out welcome back event at the club. I want to show her that we really care, you know? That sounds great. That's really thoughtful of Monica, planning an entire party for Sayori. If nothing else, she'll love the snacks. Speaking of which, well, if I can suggest something, I grab a large bar of white chocolate and hand it over to her. Monica turns over the bar and her eyebrows raise as she reads the nutritional label. Isn't this a bit too sugary? That's the point. This is Sayori we're talking about after all. Good call. I'm a bit clueless when it comes to these kinds of things, so I appreciate the direction. I would be too if I hadn't known her for 13 years. So don't worry about it. Unsure of what to pick for Natsuki, I take a safe bet and grab a carton of cupcakes, placing it in my basket. Monica and I head over to the self-checkout tills, both of us scanning our items, waiting to be rung up so we can pay. Be right back, everyone. Yeah, no, this mod is definitely based on Act 1. I will be right back, everyone, though. Okay. Never mind. I thought my mother needed something. For fuck's sake, what is with all the notifications in Discord? Since you're gonna reschedule the party, wouldn't it be a good idea to hold off and buy these things later? She shrugs nonchalantly. Well, I'm already here, I might as well get them now. I can afford it, so it'd be a waste to have to put all these back on the right shelves. I'll toss them into the fridge and bring them on Monday. They'll still be fresh by then, I guess. And, what are you going to do at the club instead? That's a good question. I hadn't really thought of that. Oh. Maybe I could suggest that they write a poem during the club hours. It could encourage some cooperation. Maybe they could develop their writing skills with each other, or writing styles. Jesus Christ, why did I talk today? Oh, this could be wonderful. I would really love it if we could treat the club more like a team. Could you imagine Natsuki and Yuri writing a poem together? You know, everyone's a lot more expressive in this. And no, it didn't take her a while to understand. Saved my life. She understood. She went into a mental panic because of that factor. Be over your budget. Like, we'll have to pay for Natsuki's chocolate. Possibly, honestly. Could you imagine Natsuki and Yuri writing a poem together? As she goes on her uncharacteristic rapid tangent, I realize something. I can't really say anything about Natsuki's absence. I guess you'll have to find out on her own. I hate having to keep secrets like this, but I made a promise. Yeah, that would definitely be interesting. Yeah. After paying for our items, we head out of the store with our bags in tow. Hey, look at that, I was actually able to pay. Well, I guess this is where we part ways. You sure you can't come to the club? I'm sure. I do some bag juggling to reach my phone and glance at the time. Oh crap. Running way later than I should anyway. I see. Yeah. It was nice seeing you, Monica. So, Monday? I wouldn't miss it for the world. Sayori needs the support. Great, I'll see you then. Take care, Grass. She turns away and walks down the other side of the street, heading towards school. I start my way home, walking at a brisk pace. Monica hit it well, but I could feel her disappointment. When Natsuki doesn't show up either, I sigh. Why is nothing going the way I thought it would? The first time I talked to Monica, she looked like she had everything together. But now, she looks like she hasn't slept in days. Sayori is depressed, even if I could see the future, I wouldn't have believed it. I mean, Natsuki's living in my house, for God's sake. And me, if I'd known the stress and anxiety that being involved in the literature club would cause, I probably wouldn't have joined in the first place. I mean, who would? It was all cute girls and fun poems at first. Now it feels like I haven't seen words on paper in years. But regardless of how I feel about the whole ordeal, I'm not leaving anytime soon. If I hadn't joined the club, Natsuki would still be stuck with her abusive dad, with nobody to help her. And Sayori, I feel my chest tightening as my heartbeat accelerates. I struggle to maintain my breath, so I hold myself against a wall to regain my composure and keep myself from collapsing. However, that does little to stop my mind and heart from racing. But don't know. Doesn't matter. Didn't happen. I'm here now. And I need to keep myself together, if only to help Natsuki, and to be there for the club. The club. It's funny, really. I joined the literature club, but I still haven't read a single book. Ironic in a way. I'm sure Natsuki would agree. God, that was a lot of very quick reading. I lift the bags to my not-so-injured arm and start walking again. I need to hurry. Still reeling from the encounter with Monica, I reach my street with the groceries in tow. The bags themselves aren't hefty, but I feel like my arm is going to give out. This is what I get for not sleeping well, or eating well for that matter. To be honest, I'm not doing anything well at this point. I walk up to the front door and shove it open with my good shoulder. Hauling the bags over into the kitchen, I lift them up before setting them down on the counter. One of them slouches over to the side, the carton of cupcakes I bought for Natsuki sliding out in plain view. Almost immediately, Natsuki's arm reaches around me and snatches it away. Yoink! Hey, I was planning on making some actual food first, you know. A little appetizer wouldn't hurt. She shrugs her shoulders. Well, I didn't know what kind of chocolate you preferred, so I just got some cupcakes instead. Hey, I'll take anything at this point. Thanks. No worries, Natsuki. If you really want to know, though. White chocolate rules overall. Duly noted. Well then, if you don't mind me, I'll go ahead and cook us up some dinner. Hey, wait, I'll come back. I'll come and help. No, stay put. I'll handle it. You sure about that? Just because I can't bake doesn't mean I can't cook. I mean, I'd be pretty screwed if I didn't know, living alone and all. Fair enough. Just don't burn the house down, okay? I did just move in after all. Har har, very funny. If you smell smoke, you know what it is. I grabbed the apron slung over the oven door's handle and tie it around my waist. That is amazing. I wish I had my phone with me, because this is hard. Hey, either I wear it or you do. Well, yeah, at least I can pull it off. Sure. Well, I'm gonna find us something fun to watch. You work your magic, okay? Uh-huh. Natsuki chuckles as she heads back into the living room. Alright, cooking skills don't fail me now. God, I wonder how the apron looks. White chocolate is the bomb. Although then again, dark chocolate is also really, really good. Like white chocolate and dark chocolate. Those are the two that are just, they're polar opposites, but they're both so good. It's not the worst thing I've ever made, but it's certainly not my proudest meal. I hope it's serviceable. I take a plate in each hand and bring them both into the living room. Natsuki, having heard the noise, rushes up and snatches her plate out of my hand before returning to her seat. I join her, resting my meal on my lap. She picks up her fork and knife and gets ready to eat. I start digging into my own plate. It's not exactly the best meal I've eaten, but it works. I take a glance at Natsuki, curious as to how she's liking it. She's tearing through it at an Olympic pace. I don't know what I expected, but I guess edible is more than enough for me. Nat, take a breather, jeez. This is some good grub. I might have just underestimated your cooking. She continues eating as she speaks. I didn't catch any of that. She pauses for a second before finally swallowing her food. What I was trying to say is, this is pretty good. It's not my best, but I appreciate it. This isn't your best? I can whip up some mean instant noodles. And suddenly I have no regrets coming here. Regrets? It was just a joke, guys. I shouldn't be getting too worked up about it. That's a relief. Oh, by the way, probably best you didn't come to the store with me. Yeah, how come? I ran into Monica. She was stocking up on snacks for this surprise party for Sayori. It was supposed to be today, but when I told her I was gonna be a no-show, she moved it to Monday. Natsuki stops eating for a moment. Something about that rubs me the wrong way. Yeah? Listen, I don't know Sayori as well as you, but just look, imagine if everyone knew about my situation, and they decided to throw me a surprise party telling me everything will be okay. When they don't really know jack shit about what I'm going through. Honestly, I'd be kinda pissed. It just seems really patronizing to me. But I don't know, I'm not Sayori. Maybe she would like it. I hadn't thought of it like that. Just my 2 cents. Maybe you could bring it up with Monica. I don't know, Monica seemed kind of out of it today. She's stressed out, that's for sure. After all the stuff with Sayori, the festival falling apart, people missing the club, she might just need something to go right, you know? And like I said, Sayori's not like you. Maybe she will appreciate it. We can only hope. Yeah. Having demolished her meal, Natsuki moves her plate off her lap and onto the coffee table. Meanwhile, I'm only halfway done. So, yeah? Are you gonna finish that? Actually, yes I am. If you're still hungry, you've got that chocolate in the kitchen. Nah, I was just messing with you. Thanks for reminding me about the chalky though. I'll get to that soon enough. Natsuki stands up, grabbing her dish and disappearing into the kitchen with it. I call out to her. Hey Nat, yeah? You know Monica still wants us to write our poems. So we should sit down and do that at some point. I'll do you one better. She appears in the doorway empty-handed. How about we do our poems separately? Then we save them for the club. That could be exciting. Plus, it means you don't get to read all the trashed drafts of it. But that's the fun part. Sure it is. Did Monica specify a theme? She did, but it relied on everyone in the club cooperating. And since we weren't there, we go quiet for a moment, silently brainstorming. Before long, though, I break the silence. Honestly, I might just try to and make a start on mine now. Yeah, you do that. I think I'm gonna hit the hay. Thanks for the dinner. Yes, it was pretty good. As far as I was expecting from you. Finishing my food, I place the plate down on the nearby coffee table. Well, if you're going to live in my house, it's not like I'm gonna leave you unfed. I stand up, gearing up to go write my poem. Out of nowhere, I feel Natsuki's tight embrace. I return the gesture. After a few seconds, she slowly pulls herself away. Good night, Cass. Good night, Nat. She climbs the stairs, slowly leaving my line of sight. I wondered what that was all about. Anyway, I should probably get to that poem before I call it a night. I start heading upstairs myself. As I reach the hall, I catch one last glimpse of Natsuki closing the door to the spare room. Entering my bedroom, I take a seat at my desk, pick up a pen, and begin tapping at the paper as I get lost in my own thoughts. Ah, dang it, I was hoping that I was actually going to have to write a poem this time. Damn it. That doesn't seem good. I'm rudely awakened by the irritating yap of an alarm, even though it's a Sunday. I haphazardly swipe at it in an effort to turn it off. In my dazed trance, all I managed to do is knock everything off my nightstand, including the alarm. Still beeping, I force myself out of bed to shut it off once and for all. Since I'm already up, I opt to start my day earlier than expected and head downstairs. I trudge into the living room and sink into the couch. As the cushiony softness takes me in, I soon find myself feeling at ease with the calm, tranquil silence washing over me. For now, I'm left only with my thoughts and the beautiful morning sunshine coming through the window. Considering the events of the past few days, this is exactly what I need. I can finally relax and think clearly for once. No panic, no stress, no. My trail of thoughts drifts off as the creaking of floorboards upstairs yanks me from my peace. Looks like Natsuki's awake as well. I turn to face her as she groggily walks down the steps. Morning, Nat. She rubs her eyes and lets out a yawn. Hey, Gas. What are you doing up so early? Glance over at the clock and see it's only 8 in the morning. It's not that early, you know. It is for you. You know, writing a poem during this would be super cool. At the very least, I hope that I can read whatever the poem is, because that would be so nice. Hey. She shrugs her shoulders as a smile creeps onto her face. I don't know. You just seem like the type to sleep through half of your Saturday. Am I wrong? Well, not really, no. Figures. What figure? Wait, figures? Well, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make something. Natsuki stomps her way to the kitchen. Leaving the comfort of the couch, I reluctantly follow her. You got bacon and eggs yesterday, right? Yeah. Natsuki quickly grabs the apron slung over the oven handle and puts it on. Oh, that's the apron I wore. Well, that tells me a lot. It's so cutesy. That would have been a picture perfect moment. Just to have a photo snapped of me while I wear the cutesy apron. Then let's make some bacon and eggs. I take a good look at her. Natsuki in an apron. Crap. She does pull it off. Hey, stop ogling and start helping. That's not... I am not... Ugh, never mind. What do you need me to do? How How are you with making bacon? As good as I can be, I guess. Stop being so wishy-washy. You've got to have pride in the things you're good at. I don't exactly take pride in my cooking, Matt. Don't sell yourself short, Gas. Even I gotta admit, dinner last night was pretty good. I'm happy you liked it. You should be. The Natsuki seal of approval is a rare artifact, sought out by many. I bet. Alright, I gave you enough positive reinforcement. Now go make some bacon. Yeah. So, I take out 2 large plates from the washing rack by the sink. I grab the bacon strips and lay them out on the cold pan. I'm sure to keep them somewhat close together. I make sure to keep them somewhat close together. I slowly turn up the heat. Now it's time to wait till they start to sizzle. Gas, you forgot these. Huh? What did I forget? She throws a pair of tongs my way. Of course, tongs. How did I forget that? How do you like your eggs? I like them scrambled. Good choice. Nice to know I'm not living with a complete idiot. What's the wrong answer? Poached? Agreed. Still good, but by far the worst as far as eggs go. So, Yeah, you're still an idiot. I would have given anything to see the MC in that apron too. Yeah, that would have been hilarious. Just the apron wearing a little kitty cat apron. I just can't catch a break, can I? I can't let you get soft on me. Oh, soft? Says the girl who has an entire Parfait Girls box set. Parfait Girls is amazing. Hell, even you like the series. Sure. But do I have an entire box set, though? Not like you'd want one in the first place. Well, yes and no. And what does that mean? I wouldn't want one of my own. Because I couldn't imagine reading it without you. I could hear a pin drop from across the kitchen. Quick to salvage the silence, I pipe up. Well, you know, I just enjoy your enthusiasm for it. Uh-huh, sure. Hey, all I'm saying is that it's cute how invested you get when getting in the story. Natsuki grabs an egg and cracks it on the rim of the bowl, dropping the yolk perfectly inside. You see that egg, Gas? Yeah. That's gonna be your skull after I'm done with you. Is that a threat? Like, I honestly can't tell if that's a threat, or if that's like a offering a good time in a weird kinky way. I don't know. What do you think, Kanish? Oh wow, I'm so scared. You should be. I pay no attention to Natsuki's empty threats. The bacon starts to buckle and curl. Grabbing the tongs, I drag and turn the strips, trying to get them all as crispy as possible. I'm a bit tense as the fat splatters around, ready to burn me if I'm not careful. Yes, that's the threat. Nope, threat. I should be fine as long as I keep my distance. You know, I was looking for paper to write my poem on last night, but guess what I found instead? Oh, please enlighten me. 3 whole stacks of that crappy shonen manga. What was it called again? Is This Her Sweet Revenge? That manga is great. People only hate on it because it's popular. Or maybe, just maybe, you just have really bad taste. Okay, which shonen manga is it, though? I'm intrigued. Come on, it's really not as bad as people— Ow! Out of nowhere, I feel a burning sensation on my arm. I think I got hit by the splattering bacon grease. Careful, Gas. Yeah. I just got caught off guard. Alright. She turns her attention back to the eggs. This is so embarrassing. Let's just get this over with so I can go take a long shower. Maybe even a cold shower. Maybe not. I'm not a psychopath. Maybe if I'm lucky, she'll slip up at 2, and I won't look like a total idiot. I get back to my bacon strips, defeated for now. They're starting to look really crispy. I keep moving them with the tongues just to make sure I got every spot. Eventually, I deemed them prepared enough to start distributing them between the two plates. Any ideas for drinks? Something hot. Well, I've got coffee, I've got a packet of green tea. Ooh, have you got hot chocolate? I'll go check if we have some. I open up the cabinets and eventually find a box of hot cocoa powder. I start boiling the water. I guess we're in luck. I take out the box, shaking it in front of Natsuki. She smiles at me while she continues to scramble the eggs. I open the cabinets and take out 2 mugs, one pink and one red. I don't need to ask where the bright pink mug with cat ears came from. Natsuki preparing what seems to be the most fluffy serving of scrambled eggs I've ever laid my eyes on. She places the plates of eggs on the table as I continue to tend to our drinks. Hey Gas, come here, I want to teach you something. You see these wonderful crispy looking bacon strips? That's a lot more positivity than I was expecting. They're missing something. And what would that be? Seasoning. That's how you bring a dish together. Natsuki's technically the main character of this game as the romance option, leaving it as the only romance option technically. But they make it really good and make it super unique with this one. And that's why I like this. Although I do also quite like Natsuki. She's a good character, always. Seasoning, that's how you bring a dish together. Proper seasoning? Huh. I didn't know you're even supposed to season bacon. Well, if you're gonna season it, it should be before you fry it up. I always liked a sriracha and sesame marinade. Back when I used to... She's silent for a moment before pepping back up. But hey, live and learn. Some fresh ground black pepper and garlic salt will do for now. Season away then, Master Chef. She starts looking through the cabinets, eventually taking out 2 containers full of multicolored powder. I don't know what they are, I don't know what they do, and I have no idea where they came from. Had they always been there? I really need to keep better track of what I have. With a pinch of each of the powders, she starts distributing them among the strips. From where I'm standing, it looks like some kind of evolved witchcraft. I hope she's not trying to poison me. Guess that's the difference between my cooking and hers. She does it for the art, I do it to survive. Well, I do it to try to survive at least. She slowly steps away from the dishes. It's ready. Well, let's just get these drinks finished up and we'll dig right in. I put the hot cocoa powder in the mug and pour the boiling water in. Mix the contents with a tablespoon, making everything even. Music's gone. Something's gonna happen. I feel like something's gonna happen. I quickly prepare my coffee as well. Natsuki goes ahead and heads into the living room. With my cup of coffee in hand, I follow, ready to enjoy our lavish breakfast. Walking up to the couch, I place the drinks on the coffee table in front of her. She takes a whiff of the hot coffee. I can't help but take note of the resulting smile. Hey Gas, did you switch our drinks? Nope, there's coffee in this and hot choc in that. Why do you ask? Why did you pour your coffee in the bright pink mug with the cat ears? Because obviously a bright pink mug with cat ears is the epitome of manliness. She bursts into laughter, cackling away at my dumb joke. I crack a smile. The smell of freshly cooked breakfast. Sunlight pouring in through the windows. And steam emanating from our hot beverages. Now she's sitting across from me, still laughing. It's weird. All of this is happening right now, but it somehow already feels nostalgic. I absolutely love the idea of a pink mug with cat ears being the epitome of manliness. I'm gonna probably get a pink mug with cat ears just because of that. It somehow already feels nostalgic. I start digging in. Let's start with the bacon. I need to see how well my efforts have fared. After a few bites, I conclude that it was just good enough. Seems appropriate for something I made. Looking over at Natsuki, I see her take a taste of the bacon. She seems to have taken notice of me trying to gauge her opinion. That bad, huh? What? No way. They're decent, at least. Okay, let's see how good your eggs are before you talk big game. Please do. I take a portion of the scrambled eggs and stuff it into my mouth. Oh my god, these eggs are great. I couldn't hear you. Can you speak up? These eggs are great. What? These eggs are great. Ah, that's better. Told you. Yeah, don't rub it in. I take a sip from the mug. This bright pink cat-eared mug. we're gonna get a pair of bright pink cat-eared mugs and just drink coffee from them like men. That sounds wonderful. Hey, can I ask you something? Sure, what's up? The mug's yours, right? Yeah. Why bring this of all things? Kind of a dead weight, isn't it? Surely you could have used that space for something. I trail off as Natsuki glares at me. It is not dead weight. Sorry, I was just asking. If you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. I take another sip from the mug. Natsuki fidgets with her seat before speaking. Christmas gift from Dad. Oh. I set the mug down on the table. Sorry. Don't worry about it. Besides, apart from that, it's just a plain old mug. Fair enough. I habitually go for another sip, but catch myself before putting it back down. So, what's the plan then? Dunno. Not much to do when we're stuck here. Parfait girls? Maybe later. Maybe later? I don't know how much more I can take of cute girls doing cute things. I've seen enough of that this morning alone. Oh, what? Are you going to read your crappy lowest common denominator manga instead? And suddenly I'm struck with a genius idea. No, Natsuki, I won't read it. We're going to read it. No, absolutely not. Come on, I read Parfait Girls. You liked Parfait Girls. And maybe you'll like mine. Maybe I won't. Okay, then here's the $1 million question. You got literally anything better to do? There's like 60 volumes. Let's be real, I probably wouldn't be able to finish it in my lifetime. That's what I said at first. Then I sat down and binged the entire series in 3 sessions. Yeah, see, I have this thing called a life. Oh, really? I'm sorry, that came out so wrong. I was trying to be joke. Don't even start. Right, I'm sorry. You know, if you wanted, we could always change things up here. We could go for a little walk around the neighborhood, get some fresh air, you know? Being cooped up in here can't be that good for you. Okay, I see where this is going. I'd love to go out. Don't take offense, Gas, because your house is nice. But man, being stuck here sucks. But you know, there is the small, teeny, tiny issue of my dad. What if he's in the neighborhood? What do we do then? He lives on the other side of town. He's not gonna find himself in some random suburb around here. But what if he knows I'm with you? And how would he know that? I don't know. You're right, of course. I just can't shake the feeling. Well, if you're scared of your dad so much, why keep the mug? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? I'm curious. Why would you keep a memento from him? That was one of my questions that I was starting to question as well. Natsuki flinches back. I'm gonna drink some tea real quick. It's chilled off. Oh, so much better. I need some sweetener, but it's good as is right now. Natsuki flinches back. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to push this on you. You wanted to hear it, so... A stupid mug is probably the closest thing to a Christmas gift he got me in years. I don't know why he picked a mug of all things. Must have been the bare minimum. But I guess it gives me some kind of reassurance that even despite, well, everything, he's still my dad. How can you say that when he beats you? I don't understand how you can just... I can't help it. Being stuck with the asshole my whole life has done this to me. It's made you complacent in what he's done. It's made you complacent is what it's done. I don't know how hard it's gonna be, but you do know you need to let this go, right? I mean, not the mug, literally, but him. For the person who ran away from him, you're sticking up for him a whole lot. And suddenly I realize, wait a minute, did you not let me call the police because you didn't want to put your dad in prison? What? No. It's a lot more complicated than that, okay? In fact, haven't we already been through this? Well, yeah, but I just never got your lack of faith in the police department. I mean, surely they'd do something if you made a report. You'd think that, wouldn't you? I tried a few years ago. I went to them, told them everything I could, and nothing. Not a call or a follow-up. Nothing. Not a damn thing. They took my statement, I guess, but I never heard back. I guess in the long term, I should count my blessings that he never found out. I can't even say that I'd be here if he had. A tense silence washes over us as her mind races with the gruesome possibilities. She glares at the ground, then back at me. Do you get it now? I mean, God, if you found out I was here, I'd be screwed. And you would be... Natsuki suddenly stops in her tracks. You'd be... She waves her hand around her face. You'd be as screwed as me. I shouldn't have listened to you. What do you mean? Coming here was a mistake. My eyes widen at the sound of her words. I just think she regrets how far we've come. I look off to the side to collect myself, before facing her and responding. Why do you think that? I mean, aren't you better off here than dealing with him? Obviously, but what if he finds me here with you? You might end up getting hurt. That's just it, though. How would he even find us? He's on the other side of town. I know that alone isn't much, but it does make a difference. But he doesn't even know who I am, let alone where I live. I know you being here puts me at risk as well, but what other option is there? It may be past the point of no return for you to go back. But in a month's time, you won't have to worry about him ever again. So all we can do is look ahead and try to get through all this. Yeah? Without another word, Natsuki stands up and makes her way upstairs. Into the spare room, I'm guessing. I remain planted in my seat, running my hands through my hair. What the hell was I thinking? Bringing up her dad like that. It wasn't my place. I stand up and consider following her, but I stop myself in my tracks. Opting to occupy myself with something, I head into the kitchen and start transferring yesterday's clean but damp washing into the dryer. Did I mess this up? I don't think so. I'm doing the right thing. I know I am. Sure, there may be a few kinks that need to be ironed out, but it's better than leaving her with him. I get the last of the I get the last of the clothes into the dryer and start folding with the option. And start fiddling with the options. Having configured it to the fastest option I could find, I press start, and the machine quickly rumbles to life. But what do I do? How can I fix this? My mind immediately jumps to Sayori. She might know. Sayori always had a knack for cheering people up, but maybe I shouldn't involve her in this. I can't always use her as an emotional crutch, especially not when she can barely keep herself together. Maybe Yuri? No, she can't know. Well, I guess I could make up some kind of story to explain her. But even so, how much relationship advice would Yuri be able to give? So, what about Monica? I imagine she'd probably know the most about, well, not relationship, but friendship advice. But she has more than enough on her plate already. I don't want to stress her out anymore. Well, looks like I'm on my own here. What would Natsuki appreciate? I could make dinner, but it's not like that affirms anything. I don't think I was ever expected to not feed her. Maybe I could buy a new volume of Parfait Girls? Nah, it seems a little too materialistic. Not to mention those volumes can get really pricey. I'm not sure I have the money to burn on stuff like that. Noticing that the dryer has quieted down, I assume that it's finished its job. That was fast. Opening the drawer under the sink, I grab a large bag and start stuffing the now dry clothes into it one by one. As I get the last articles of clothing in, something catches my attention. Natsuki's school blazer. The left sleeve ripped at the seam. You have to go in 15 minutes. From a pink mug rent. Sadly, it's not pink, but it would be awesome if it was. Natsuki looks up from the copy of Parfait Girls she was entrenched in. Oh, hey Gas. Hi. Do you need something? I just wanted to check up on you and see how you're holding up. I'm fine. That's good. I got your clothes, by the way. I have the bag into the room, propping it up next to her suitcase. Oh, thanks. She proceeds to try and shut the door to the room, but I stop it with my foot. You mind? Wait, my left eye peeks out from the little crevice left by the door. What? I shove her blazer through the gap. I saw this when I was going through the clothes and thought, if you're up to it, maybe we could try and fix it up. I dug out some sewing stuff from my parents' old room. Got it set up downstairs. We do have to go to school on Monday, so... She slowly opens the door. Natsuki stands in the doorway, leaning on its rims. Do you even know how to sew? First time for everything, right? I crack a shaky smile. I know a bit about it, but I've never actually sewn anything. Guess we'll be learning together then. She sobs. She lobs Parfait Girls into the futon before handing the blazer back to me. Yeah. I take the lead, heading downstairs. As we reach the living room, I take a seat on the couch, pointing towards all the stuff on the table. String, needles, this thing. I motion forward what I can only describe as a thumb-sized cheese grater. A thumb-sized cheese grater. Absolutely love that. A thimble? Sure. Yeah, probably. Well, it looks like you've got everything we'll need. Sort of a sewing machine. Short of a sewing machine, anyway. Good. I set the blazer down on the table, moving the sewing utensils to the side to make space for it. Natsuki takes a seat beside me. So, what's first? Well, why don't we try threading the needle? You need to thread the needle first before we can actually sew it. Just as soon as I figure out what you mean. She sighs, picking up the string and the needle. Look, you see this needle? Look at the top.
the little hole. Yeah. Now you take the thread, and it's called a thread, not string, and you push it through the hole. Alright. She hands them both to me. I take the needle in one hand and the thread in the other. Closing one eye, I very slowly try to poke the thread through it. I overshoot, just barely missing the hole. Crap. I try again, even slower this time. For just a second, it appears to It appears as though the thread is through. Yes! Okay, what now? Now you tie it up. That'll hold it in place. Oh, come on. While distracted, my hand drifted away, pulling the thread back out with it. Damn it. You want me to give it a try? Nah, I'll get it eventually. I give it one more go. Very delicate, deliberate movements. Nice and slow. Nearly it. Oh, you have to be kidding. I sneezed. Hey, that wasn't my fault. It's the dust. This stuff is ancient. Ah, it's fine. Now, where's the needle? I think I dropped it. In the carpet? Forget it. I'll just use this one. I go to grab another needle from the pile, but Natsuki stops me. Why don't I give it a try? I mean, how hard can it be? Pausing for a second to contemplate, she pipes up again. Well, I suppose I can have it. I suppose I can have a crack at it. Sure, anything I can do in the meantime. She ponders for a second. Not really. Oh. Natsuki starts to attempt to thread the needle as I awkwardly stare at her hand movement. She keeps on missing the hole. Here, let me help. I hold her hand, helping her steady it. Eventually, she finally inserts the thread into the hole. There we go. Thanks, I'll take it from here. I let her go, and she begins to loop the thread around the needle, tying a knot. See? There we go. I raise my hand, ready for a high five. She shakes her head, not willing to let go of the needle. Which, thinking about it, makes total sense. I solemnly lower my hand. You know, onto the shitty animation again. This part does suck. But hey, at least it's interesting enough. She begins running the needle through the blazer, connecting it and the sleeve. Each movement causes her to noticeably tense up. A bead of sweat cascades down her forehead. I should probably help out. Natsuki, how about I give it a shot now? Are you sure you won't screw it up? Mostly. Good enough. You know what to do. Yeah, I've been watching. Here you go. She hands me the needle, careful not to pull on it too hard. Taking over, I pull the jacket sleeve and hold it over the seam. Carefully, I push the needle through, pulling it out of the other side. You managing? Just being careful. I push it back up towards me and begin repeating the process. Hey, now you're getting the hang of it. I know, right? I'm surprised myself a little. Truth be told, you surprised me too. I'm full of surprises. Gross. A bit of a chuckle escapes me. Wait, what? How is that? You know, how is that gross? I'm confused. Is it because it's just a super cheesy line? Natsuki balls up her fist, shooting me a threatening look. I fake a look of fear, following it up with grin. Wait, hold on, what did I miss? Oh wait, nothing. Refocusing my attention onto the blazer, I continue my sewing efforts. As I'm moving the needle through the sleeve, I accidentally prick my finger. Ow! I instinctively go to suck the blood drawn from my horrific injury. You dumbass, that's what this is for. She holds out the thimble. Why didn't you give me that before I started? I didn't think you'd mess it up again. Just hand it over. I hand over the blazer and needle to Natsuki, and she continues where I left off. Eventually, we're finally done with our botched attempt at sewing. I think we're done. Are you sure? It looks presentable enough. The sleeve is holding up fine, so I guess. I absolutely love the stitched up sleeve. She slowly puts on the blazer, trying to make sure she doesn't rip the stitches open. So, what do you think? Well, it's functional. It looks bad, doesn't it? No. I think there's a charm to it. Like ripped jeans. You know, I don't know how comfortable I am taking fashion advice from you. You can always take a look yourself. Grab my phone and point the camera at Natsuki. Say cheese. Wait, what the? Dude, what the hell? What? It's just a picture. Yeah, but you gotta warn me first. I did. I told you to say trees. I meant a proper warning. There's a lot of steps involved in taking a good picture. I don't want to look bad. Oh, I don't know. I think you look great. I shoot her a gentle smile. She flinches back, her cheeks turning a bright shade of red. Don't be stupid. Just take a look at it yourself. I turn the phone over to her, showing her the photo. The jacket looks alright, I guess. I don't really think the jacket's the highlight of the photo. Hello, so ready. How you doing, man? Welcome to the broadcast. Hope you're having a lovely day. Whatever. Natsuki takes off the jacket, mumbling under her breath. I can't help but laugh at her inability to receive compliments. She sets down the blazer on the arm of the couch. We both take a seat, relaxing from the mess that was trying to sew. Okay. Wait, Raz? My brain's... Oh wait, W... I think I understand now at this point. At this point, you're just flirting. This is what I call W-Raz. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, well, welcome, so ready. Hope you're having a lovely time, and enjoying the broadcast thus far. I try to strike up some conversation, but our earlier argument is still hanging over me. Well, guess, now is as good a time as any to own up to your mistakes. Hey, Natsuki? Yeah? I'm sorry for what I said today. It was way out of line. Don't worry about it too much. I get it. The whole situation is just so complicated. She grows silent, seemingly contemplating what she's going to say next. So, we've got time to kill. Like a lot of time. TV or Parfait Girls? Hardest question of my life. Just kidding. Parfait Girls, obviously. What if... I want to know, have you played this game before? I have played the... Well, technically, yes. I've played it well before. Back when I was younger. And, if you ask, say, McKinnish, right over here, he watched me play through the entire game literally yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that, for the 3 days that I played through the entire game of the original. This specifically is a mod for the game. And they might, who knows. With Volume 3 done, Natsuki reaches down to place it back in the box. Alright, I give up. This does just get better and better. See? It just took a little time investment. Come on, say it. Just say you like it and be done with it. Well, not done. We haven't finished it, but you know what I mean. But I already said I liked it. I fake-heartedly sigh. Wait, no. I fake a hearty sigh. It's really good. There, that's my final answer. Are you happy now? Very. I think it's time to get up. If we sit here any longer, I fear we might leave a lasting imprint on the couch. Not to mention it's dinner time. What do you fancy? What have we got? Honestly, I feel like we can have a night off. Get a takeaway or something, like a door delivery. DoorDash? How does pizza sound? Oh, that sounds nice. You sure you can afford it? It won't break the bank. I can chip in, you know. It's on the house. Besides, it's just for tonight. I get rewards since we did something productive. Like one of Pavlov's dogs. No, Pavlov's dogs. I'm shocked you even know who Pavlov is. I'm not stupid, you know. I heard Yuri yammering on about it once or twice. So you do listen to her. By the way, heads up. Taking my phone out of my pocket, I lob it in her direction. Luckily, she catches it. What's this for? You sort the pizza out. I've gotta go to the bathroom. Passcode's 1105. Pick what you want. I'll just have, I don't know. You can pick for me too. But 30 bucks is the limit. Got that? Clear as day. Actually, did you say 30 was the limit, or was it 40? Oh, shush. I don't know what the NC's source of income is. Also, it wouldn't be pedophilia? They're both high schoolers, which would mean that she's 17 and my character is most likely 18. Or are you talking about if the game showed things of that sort? You realize that 17 and 18 is still legal, right? And I'm also theorizing. Like, I don't actually know if my character is 18 or not. They might honestly be 17 too. They don't state ages very often, and Natsuki's the only one who's actually had anything brought up when it comes down to age. Natsuki burrows herself in my phone as I head upstairs. As I head downstairs, I notice that Natsuki turned the lights off and the TV is back on, legs crossed, resting on the coffee table. I step over her in order to take my seat. You took your time. Nature calls. So, what do you get? Oh yeah, large Hawaiian to share. Some sour cream and onion sauce, breadsticks to go with that, and a big bottle of lemonade. Should be here in 10-15 minutes, give or take. As delicious as it sounds, my mind immediately jumps to the price. Oh god, how much? As she returns my phone to me, I get the answer in the form of an email receipt. Oh, that's not that bad actually. Plus, I tipped the guy, hope you don't mind. Sounds like a feast. So, what you doing? What you watching? Oh, you know, just some trashy soaps. Really? I thought they only aired during the day. Reruns. I think they're called Omnibus? Omnibus? Where they rerun a bunch of episodes at once. Right, I forgot that happens. I don't really watch TV. It just feels outdated given that you can stream almost anything you want. Suits my non-schedule better when I can just put something on whenever. Funnily enough, I couldn't really buy those subscriptions. So, cable TV. That was my only option, besides rewatching old DVDs. And I wore those out pretty quickly. Hey, don't give me that look. It's not all that bad. And they only had 2 helicopter crash subplots in this show. I aspire to reach that level of self-control. Natsuki flinches, stiffening up like a board. I peer out the window and glimpse a lanky teenager with a backwards cap walking back to his car. Hey, it's okay. It's just the pizza guy. Oh. Think the asshole gave me an actual heart attack? He could have just used the doorbell. Heading to the door, I grab the pizza and bag off the porch and head back inside. Well, here it is. Pizza, lemonade, and all the other stuff I already forgot you bought. I'll put it down already. Let's dig in. Natsuki rips the box open. Taking a slice for herself, she slathers it in sour cream and onion sauce before stuffing her face. I retake my place on the sofa, grabbing a slice for myself. We sit quietly, just appreciating our food and the garbage TV. I don't know why my main character didn't ask how much she tipped. But then again, there was a receipt, so it probably wasn't that much. There wasn't enough for him to care. And honestly, I found a really good type of Hawaiian pizza, McKinnish. Spicy Hawaiian is absolutely to die for. Oh, you've got to go? Alright, man, see ya. Hope you enjoyed your time here, though, McKinnish. And, I'll see you next time you can come by. Feel free to stop by if the stream is still running. See you, McKinnish. Also, I'm glad you seem to be enjoying So Ready. We sit quietly, just appreciating our food and garbage TV. But out of the corner of my eye, I notice movement coming from the window. Well, would you look at that? Huh? I think it's snowing outside. Wait, are you serious? Wait, are you serious? She eagerly springs to her feet and makes her way to the window, abandoning her slice of pizza as she does so. She presses her face against the glass as she looks on in awe at the little flecks of snow falling from the sky. No shit. We never get snow here this early. It must have been a couple years at least. Haven't seen snow before November in a long time. I wonder if there'll be enough to stick. Guess we'll find out tomorrow morning. Until then, let's keep eating. Not gonna argue with that. She jumps back on the couch and quickly grabs another slice. As I try and reach for the lemonade, I see Natsuki quickly open the bottle and take a swig. Hey, come on, use a glass. What? I was thirsty. It's not that big a deal. It's kinda gross. I gotta drink from that. Alright. She wipes the bottle cap with her shirt before setting it down and disappearing into the kitchen momentarily. When she returns, she throws a plastic cup my way. I fumble but catch it, proceeding to pour myself a glass. You know, I remember last time it snowed, me and Sayori went all around town. It was so weird seeing everything covered in snow, because we'd only seen it maybe 2 or 3 times in our lives at that point. What's up, Reddy? What's up with the laughing? Reddy one lol. We kept trying to make snowmen, but they always fell apart. My snow day experience was different. Back then, I used to hang around with different crowd. Not really anyone I'd call friends, though. Don't think you know any of them, but Anyway, we all thought it'd be funny to throw snowballs at passing cars, and it was funny until one slammed the brakes and we all bolted. I pretty much ran until my legs were sore and ended up having to go home because we'd all split up. And I thought my life was boring. Yeah, I was a real piece of shit back then. Well, at least you've outgrown throwing stuff at moving vehicles, I hope. She smirks and snickers at me as I take a long swig of lemonade. Now that I mention it, I think I got something fun for us to do tomorrow. Absolutely not. I'm kidding. Come on. We could probably do something fun and legal, moral. Hell if I know. What you got in mind? You can throw snowballs at me instead. Deal. But only if I get to do it when you least expect it. I have an exaggerated sigh. If it keeps you from throwing them at cars, sure. I reclaim a couple more slices for myself, leaving the last few for Natsuki. We both stuff our faces in silence. Unsurprisingly, the pizza is finished within a matter of minutes. The breadsticks go ignored. So, what do you think we'll do after Dad's out of the picture? What do you mean? Like, where would I go? I mean, it's not like we've thought it through to that point yet, and it's something we're gonna need to talk about either way. Okay. Do you have any family members nearby, or know any friends who'd let you stay at their house? Natsuki's eyes ground timidly, not really sure how to respond. Well, my mom's side of the family lives about 400-ish miles away. I'd thought about that for a long time, running from home and finding my way there somehow. But they never had a clue of what was going on, and I was scared they wouldn't believe me. But obviously, being stuck with Dad, I always thought it'd be impossible. Until you got me away from him. Now it feels like a distinct possibility. The long-term solution, you know? The problem is, I don't think I've seen any of them in maybe 10 years, and after Mum, yeah, I don't know. Her head turns to face me as her eyes meet mine. I've probably hinted at it countless times, but listen, I can't guarantee anything since it's technically my house. Since this isn't technically my house, it's my mom's. But I'll let you stay with me for as long as you need, even after your 18th. Thanks. It's the least I can do. I rise from the couch, grabbing the TV remote and shutting it off. Well, if we want to enjoy the snow, we should probably get some sleep. Yeah, I'm completely out of it. Jesus Christ, why am I so bad at talking? Natsuki stands up, gathering the empty dips and stuffing them into yesterday's carrier bag. Quick to step in, however, I stop her. Huh? I'll take care of it. You can get ready for bed. I'll head up myself in a minute. You sure? Yeah, I got it. Natsuki nonchalantly shrugs. Go for it. And with that, she makes her way upstairs. Taking the empty pizza box, I rip it up into parts, then stuff them into the bag. Sunday, 1st of October, 2017. Let me check my Discord real quick. Hey, hey, hey! Dumbass, wake up! Huh? Opening my eyes, I'm greeted by Natsuki hovering over me. What's going on? The snow stuck. Huh? Oh, really? Yeah, I haven't gone out, but it's really piled up. That's neat. Come on, let's go check it out. What's the time? Like midday? Give me 5 minutes. God, you're a really heavy sleeper. No way you're just gonna sleep for another 3 hours. Come on. I wrenched my eyes back open. Fine, fine. Just get out a sec. I'm not too decent under here. You? I'll be out in the hole. She disappears. Slipping out from under my sheets, I immediately rush to the wardrobe to put a shirt and some pants on. I slip my shoes on as I exit into the hall. Natsuki's gone. I assume she's headed into the spare room. I head outside for a moment, and sure enough, she appears. Fancy. Why is it all blurry? I don't want to freeze my ass off out there. You'll need one too. I grab my coat on the way out. I rub the sleep from my eyes, yawning in succession. Are things gonna finally be visible? As we both head downstairs, I get my first book and my first look at it through the window. Mounds of snow piled up all across the street, decorating the shrubbery. It's honestly beautiful. For once in my life, I actually want to leave my own home. There we go, thing is invisible now. Oh wow. I know, right? So, wanna check it out? Of course I do. I pull a random jacket from the coat hanger before following her out the front door. As expected, I'm immediately hit by a gust of chilling wind, but I savor the moment. Trudging through the snow toward the middle of the road, I look off to the end of the street. The snow seems to rage on endlessly. I start to shiver almost immediately. I should probably have worn a couple more layers of clothing, but from behind me I hear the scrape of snow being mounted together. This is her idea of when I least expect it. Turning around, I veer to the right and narrowly dodge the snowball as it whizzes past my head. Damn it! Nice try. You thought I wouldn't expect that? My attempt at posture comes off like... show off. Yeah, like that. I'm still gonna get you though. Oh yeah? Don't think you'll be able to keep your guard up all day, guys. When you're walking, talking about whatever, without a worry in the world, you'll forget eventually. And that's when I'll strike. I'd like to see you try. You're on. Well, the way you're talking about it sounds like we've got a busy day ahead of us. I mean, sounds like we'll be out and about. I'm certainly not complaining. We'd be stupid not to take advantage of the weather. Oh, yeah, we should, but maybe talk about it inside? I'm freezing already. Yeah, we should prepare properly. I make my way back to the door and slip through past Natsuki. Hanging my coat back up, I waltz straight into the kitchen and begin digging through the cupboards. What you making? Just cereal, I'm thinking. Don't want to waste too much time on breakfast. I'll get the bowls then. As Natsuki wanders off and starts peeking into various cabinets, I pull out the cereal box. I head over to the fridge and grab the disgusting long life milk. Where are the bowls? I point towards a cupboard housing the plates and bowls. Thanks. It's weird. I feel like I've lived here for months, yet it still feels so unfamiliar to me. Am I that boring? No, I guess it was just easy to adapt. Natsuki places the bowls on the counter. I start pouring the cereal, following up with the milk. We both seat ourselves at the dining table and start eating our breakfast. Okay, I might as well get this out of the way. I don't want to go out, but I really don't know if we should. I do want to go out, but I really don't know if we should. Yeah. I guess we'll just need to be careful. You stick to alleyways, side streets, stuff like that. You take those sunglasses, yes, those ones, just in case you need them. Which, being honest, you probably will. Sounds like a plan. Plus, Dad always liked to stay home and drink on Sundays anyway. Day of rest and all that. So if we're careful, we should be okay. Sounds good to me. You got any idea where we're gonna go? I dwell for a moment. I got nothing. Nothing interesting open. I don't really know. I just don't get out enough. Then now's as good a time as any. Well, not quite. You know what I mean. Yeah, I gotcha. Finishing off my cereal, I opt not to drink the milk and just dump it in the sink. Alright, I'm gonna go get some more layers on. I don't exactly want to freeze to death out there. Same here. I wish I'd remembered to grab my old scarf though. I feel like I'm already gonna be hurting for one. I don't have one either, so at least we can share the misery. I wouldn't have it any other way. Anyway, I'll be ready in a moment. Shirt, hoodie, coat. I hope the jeans will be enough. Idling at the front door, I see Natsuki heading down the stairs. You look cozy. You look like a survivalist. Funny. You good to go? Yeah. We take our leave. She doesn't look any fucking different. Entering into the street, I tried to decide on a direction. Which way do you want to go? Natsuki starts waving her hand back and forth. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Something, something, something. Oh, forget it. That way. Gotcha. I follow her lead as she hooks a left, strolling down the sidewalk. Before long, I catch up and begin walking parallel to her. She's absent-mindedly holding her arm out, shoveling snow off hoods of the parked cars we pass. Bored already? Huh? Oh, dunno. Wasn't really thinking. Without a word, Natsuki seems to take charge of the walk and steers us right, up an alleyway wedged between two houses. I take it you have no idea where we're headed? Nope. Well, I guess we'll see where the wind takes us. Literally. I feel like the wind's gonna sweep me off my feet. I can make those arrangements for you. And I can make your funeral arrangements. Dick. Huh? Out of nowhere, the creaking of a swing set cuts through the howling wind. I take a left. Natsuki follows. Oh hey, over there. What? The snowman? No, the playground. What about it? You pointed it out to me a few days ago, and I remembered it. I don't know, it's kinda nostalgic. Let me guess. You and Sayori used to come here as kids. I reminisce too much, don't I? Hey, I never said it was a bad thing. Natsuki walks up to one of the swings, grabbing the chain to slow it to a crawl. You know, I know this place too. I can't say Dad was the one who took me here, but yeah, I've been. Huh? Who knows, maybe we've run into each other before? I doubt it. Because if I had, I probably would have shoved you off the swings. That sounds about right. There's that, then there's the cars. You were an asshole, I was a pushover. Wait, what? It's like it was meant to be. Natsuki hits my arm while laughing. I flinch back and she loses her balance. Hey, watch it. Watch what? You know the shoulder still kills. Oh, yeah. It's fine, just go for the other arm next time you do your your funny hit gas whenever he says something mean bit.
When you put it like that, it doesn't sound so nice. Sorry. So, where to? I guess we keep walking and find out. Well, lead the way. She does a little leap back onto the pavement, continuing along the path. She starts walking on her tiptoes just to shovel the snow off the roof of an SUV that's just a little too tall for her. I catch up to her, nearly slipping on the icy step. However, I manage to right myself just as Natsuki turns to me. Smooth. You know me, smoother than a baby's butt. You know what? I'll just let that one go. It's better that way. I'm pretty sure whatever snarky comeback you say would probably be worse. You're such a loser. And here you are with me. What would that make you? Loser by extension? Honorary loser? Shut up. Loser light. Loser light. That one's good. Oh my god. Okay, I'll stop. We carry on walking along the path. So far, so cold. I feel a gust of freezing wind happen upon us, throwing me off guard. We try to brave it out, maintaining our brisk pace. The cold breeze starts picking up, attacking us directly. I see Natsuki shiver in her boots, her body tightening up, trying to stave off the cold. Strike at none. I'm not faring much better as I start rubbing my arms, attempting to maintain an illusion of warmth. Hey guys, is it just me or did it get a lot colder? No, I feel it too. Maybe you should camp out somewhere warm? Yeah, let's go. Jogging ahead, we ignore our previous apprehensions and head out to the main street. Suddenly, we're surrounded by crowds of people making their daily commute. I look away for a moment as the groups of what look like tourists separate us. Looking around, I can't seem to catch a glimpse of Natsuki. She's gone. My mind begins to race, thinking of all the worst possibilities. I walk ahead, trying to find her. Natsuki? Nothing. I begin to pick up the pace. Natsuki? Gas? That's her. Natsuki? Gas? I see her being pulled into another group of tourists. What's got you so... Before she gets swallowed by the crowd once again, I take hold of her hand, pulling her close. Jeez, Nat, stay close. Don't be such a worrywart, Gas. These people won't kill me. Yeah, right. Sorry, you'd know. Sorry, just you know. Yeah, I get it. Let's just find somewhere to chill for a bit. I'm pretty sure chill is the opposite of what we want, right? Another tiny chuckle. Sure. We walk along the sidewalk, surrounded by strangers on their phones. I feel a tickling sensation in my palm. I didn't notice. Her hand is still in mine. There's a cute cafe over there. What do you think? Oh, sure. I could go for some coffee. She pulls me by my hand towards the entrance. God, you're heavy. Just pulling you is making me tired. You know, you could let go of my hand. Well, we need to keep track of each other, right? I don't want you to freak out just because you can't keep your eyes on me all the time. Right. That's totally it. Hey, wipe that stupid grin off your stupid mug. Stupid. Can't come up with a lot. That's a lot of stupids. And talking about you, I'll need every stupid I can get. When we finally make it to the cafe, she suddenly pulls her hand away from our grip. She then insultingly rubs the palm of her hand on her coat. She smugly just struts into the cafe. I trail behind, clouded by my defeat. Once entering the cafe, our bodies visibly relax as the warm air of the interior touches our frozen skin. On the way in, Natsuki dons the ridiculous pair of sunglasses that she got with her. Stopping at the counter, Natsuki looks at the menu selection. What are you in the mood for? I could go for some hot chocolate. But I did have that yesterday. Try something new? Might as well. I guess I'll try the caramel macchiato.
Great, guess I'll go for aided by my lack of knowledge on coffee. I scan the menu above the counter for answers. Mocha frap. I'll go order. You'll find us a seat. Yep. Don't mess it up. No promises. She gently slaps my uninjured shoulder as she walks to the seating area. I move to the back of the line and wait my turn. Bored of waiting, I take out my phone and scroll through my list of notifications. At the top, I see a message from Sayori from about 3 minutes ago. Hey guys! 3 exclamation marks. Now that's a throwback. I open the message and send a reply. Can't hang out, sorry, with that right now. Ah, yay, have fun, KK. Say hi to her for me. Will do. Maybe tomorrow after club we can hang out? Oh yay, oh yeah, definitely. See ya then. See ya. I put the phone away nonchalantly order. It's nice to see that even after everything, Sayori's still okay. Well, not okay, but okay. Not okay, but with all this stuff with Natsuki going on, I didn't have the chance to check up on how she's doing lately. I guess I'll know the answer to that tomorrow. The price comes up on the screen. Ignore the price. Ignore the price. The price of hot coffee on a cold day is irrelevant. I paid the ludicrously high bill and carry our drinks over to the seating area. Natsuki's taken a high seat by the window, coat slung over the back. She's looking outside, her eyes fixated on the pearly white scenery. I can see the remnants of her cold breath leave her body as she takes another. Her pink hair stands in contrast to its surroundings. Maybe it's dumb of me, but I can't help but stand in awe. Something about her. Her face tilts away slowly. For a moment, I see an expression on her face that I never thought I'd see. An almost melancholic longing. What's under all that aggression, Natsuki? What do you feel? All of a sudden, her horrific glasses turn towards me. Immediately, her face contorts and sports her usual cocky smile. Oi, you, sit now. She waves wildly at me, signaling me to come over to the table. Shaking my head, a big dumb grin on my face, I place our drinks on the table and stab the straws into the lids. Here you go, ma'am, 1 caramel macchiato. I take the seat opposite of hers. Gripping her cup with both hands, she takes a sip of her drink. I lean over and sip mine. Yet try as I might, I just can't pull my eyes away from her. Man, I really am a loser. So guess, yeah? What's next on the agenda? Hell if I know. You okay with just walking around some more? It's freezing out there. I want to go out with a purpose. Yeah, but it's not like we can just loiter around here for the rest of the day. Can't? Natsuki. It's warm here. Much better than catching a cold out there. It seems that the great Natsuki has finally met her match. A light breeze. Oh, piss off. Language. What are you, my dad? An awkward silence washes over us. I itch the back of my ear, thinking of a way to salvage the conversation, but nothing comes to mind. I gulp before sipping on my delicious mocha frap. She twiddles with her thumbs, telling me she's not faring any better. Whoops. Yeah, whoops. I didn't mean that. I figured. It's alright. Sorry for, ruining the vibe, I guess. I think I found a way to salvage this. Wow. What? Just wow. What is it? Did you, Natsuki, just apologize? How the mighty have fallen. Oh, har har, shut it, asshat. Oh no, stuff it, asshat. At least I only apologize when I need to. Not every 6 seconds like a blubbering idiot. So, point taken.
And just like that, we're back to laughing at ourselves. Conversation salvaged. As we sip our drinks, I look back out through the door, getting a better look of the area we're in. Whoa, we're in the fancy part of town. We were in such a rush, I hadn't really picked up on where we were. Explains the eye gouging prices. Eye gouging? Yeah, like I want to gouge my eyes out just from looking at the prices. Uh-huh. I'm surprised you could even afford it. I'm surprised I could too. I think the very last thing I want to do right now is check my bank balance. Slow down there, Mr. Financially Responsible. Only the best for me. Like your amazing sewing, and cooking, and baking. No, please, lay it on me some more. How about my inability to run properly? Wait, you can't run properly? Oh god, I've opened Pandora's box. Oh yeah, I remember. You totally run weird. You always flail your arms and stuff. And you have this funny waddle. I wasn't really in a position to make fun of you then, but it's fair game now. She starts laughing maniacally. Man, you run like a penguin. You got it out of your system yet? One more, then I'm done. Alright, hit me. You run like Yuri. Yuri runs? Oh, you son of a bitch. I'm actually crying. What? That was a serious question. I just didn't think she'd be the type to run. Well, there was this time in gym class where we had to run a mile around the school, and she kinda ran like you did. And unlike you, she has an excuse. You're killing me, Natsuki. I know. I'm on a roll right now. At least you found your mojo again. You were letting me get too many hits in. Had to show you your place, right? Sure did, Natsuki. You sure showed me. We laugh in unison while we finish off our drinks. So, ready to ready to brave the Arctic winds again? Do we have to? Come on, Natsuki. It can't be that bad. I guess you're right. Natsuki pulls her coat back on. Pushing in our seats, we head outside into the high street. All at once, we're hit by the freezing cold wind once again, as if it followed us. God, it's freezing. Drinks. Double drinks. Hey, you can't speak until I say your name. Damn it. Looking for a way to avoid frostbite, my eyes turn to a local clothes shop. Desperate to try and avoid the cold, I point at it in hopes that she'll take pity on me. That store over there probably has some nice heating. Fancy some window shopping? Yes, some window shopping. Also, she punches me in the arm, in the good arm. Why? You broke the drinks. I don't make the rules, gas. I don't make the rules my ass. So can I talk? So I can talk again? Maybe. So, where'd you... Before I can even finish my sentence, Natsuki has yanked me into the clothing store. Ah, that's much better. Yeah, thank God for central heating. Tell you what though, since we're here, we could probably pick something up to keep us warm. Good call. I'm starting to think you enjoyed being frozen. Not particularly. Anyway, first order of business. I pulled 2 pairs of soft, fluffy black gloves off the shelf nearest me. Like them? Love them. Good, because they're the cheapest ones I could see. She scoffs, mockingly dropping them as though they're contaminated. Ew. Ouch, right in the bank account. She kneels down to pick them back up and immediately turns to the counter to pay. Not your bank account, huh? I'll get them. I have the change. You sure? Yeah, I think I've spent enough of your money by now. If you say so. Miss Financially Responsible. Point taken. Scanning the shelves, I take Notice a sky blue beanie fitted comfortably atop the mannequin. I also got a matching scarf draped around. It's also got a matching scarf draped around its neck. Taking the hat off, I hold it over my head as if it were a crown. Hey Nat, what do you think of this? Well, that's like my favorite color. Huh. I always assumed your favorite color was pink. I actually hate pink, in case you couldn't tell. Your favorite color, huh? I impulsively unwrap the scarf and take it with me, stuffing it into the hat as I do so. Approaching the other till, I hand the hat to the cashier. Natsuki calls to me from her till. Hey guys, do you think you could afford these? She triumphantly waves around a pair of bright purple earmuffs. Didn't you just tell me you were done spending my money not 2 minutes ago? Hey, I never asked you to buy them. I just wanted to know if you could afford them. You know, being financially responsible and all. Very funny. She places the earmuffs back in place on its mannequin. Looking back to my till, I glance at the price I'm in the process of paying and immediately gulp. My contactless card beeps, signaling my imminent bankruptcy. The cashier bags my hat before sending me on my way. Natsuki follows, already pulling her gloves on. She hands my pair to me. I have to awkwardly push up my jacket sleeves in order to pull the gloves on properly. Oh! Hello, Yuri, Doki Doki Nightly. How you doing? How you doing, Yuri? Glad to see another fan of the game here. I do apologize for the delayed response, but hope you're having a lovely time. Good to hear. Anyway, welcome to the broadcast. Oh, another viewer. Hello, other viewer. Welcome to the broadcast. I was just talking to the newest person here, Yuri. Hope you're both having a lovely time, and welcome to the broadcast. Also, thank you greatly for the follow, Yuri. I highly appreciate it. I consider handing the scarf to her right now, but I think I'll wait. There's gotta be a better moment. Instead, I pull the beanie over my head, scarf sandwiched between my head and the hat. Huh. I figured the hat would suit you, but it doesn't seem to fit you properly. Then again, maybe you just have a huge head. Bulbous? Bulbous. In fact, give me your phone. Huh? I'll show you. Here, alright. I hand it off to her. There you go. Bulbous. Gee, thanks. The cold, while still frigid, is made more bearable with our new purchases. So, where to? Let's see where the wind takes us. That's an awful pun. I know. You know, Yuri, you can feel free to speak if you want. In fact, I quite like the fact that you're acting quite like Yuri. It's very interesting. And lovable. This mod is quite fun, thus far. I quite appreciate the company. It's quite nice. Wow, that is poorly animated. Natsuki seemed like the type. Type for what? Wow, just wow. Jeez, never look at her at the front, God. Yeah, no. Yeah,
Yeah, no. It is absolutely hilarious how bad some of the animation in this mod is. But I can't lie, the mod is really fun. Even if it ends a bit sadly. After a hell of a day out, we make our way back to my house. We haven't made much conversation on the walk home, instead opting to take it in the beautiful scenery around us. Mounds of soft, glistening snow cover swaths of ground and lay delicately on the leaves. The light whirl of the cool, crisp breeze lightly grazes our faces, a welcome change from the hellish winds earlier. It's really a beautiful sight to behold. Considering everything, now would be the perfect time to spring my surprise. I reach up and slowly pull the beanie off my head. Natsuki gives me a curious look. Hey, guess what? What? I pull the scarf out of the beanie and beanie like a magician, pulling a rabbit out of the top hat. You said this was your favorite color, so you didn't. Oh my god. Oh, you beautiful bastard. She immediately wraps me in a warm embrace. You didn't have to, you know. Hey, I wanted to. It was pricey, but worth it to be called a beautiful bastard. How much money do you feel How much money do I have to feel guilty over you spending on me? I separate from Natsuki, looking for the price tag on the scarf. No, that doesn't look right. Wait a second. I dig into my pocket looking for the discarded price tag for the beanie. That's the exact price I paid. Oh no. None, apparently. You know, I hid it in my hat to surprise you with it, yeah. Well, I guess the cashier didn't know it was there. And I was too distracted to notice. Uh-oh, accidental shoplifting. Natsuki does a double take. You shoplifted the scarf accidentally? Oh god. You idiot. Only you could accidentally steal something. I have to take it back. Or at least go back and pay for it. Natsuki goes silent. Wait, if you do, what if they call the police? I don't think you should risk getting yourself in trouble over this case. Good, I don't know. Wait, no. God, I don't know. It was a mistake. Crap. Do we keep it? I looked to her for advice. It'd be safer to, right? I should at least pay. But I don't know if I could even afford it after our dinner. Maybe we should, you know. She dons her ill-gotten scarf. Forget about it. I suppose. Hey, at least it looks nice on her. Aw, Yuri left. That's unfortunate. I was enjoying the company already. Cam has never been so pretty. Thanks, Gas. Even if you did accidentally steal it, it's a nice gesture. She gives me a grin, and we resume our walk back home. Bracing for the cold, I pull the beanie back over my head. I consider trying to carry the conversation further, but the silence is nice too. At least I can weigh up my options regarding the scarf. I could return it, or at least pay for it and apologize. But on the off chance the police get involved, I'd be fine with it normally. But considering Natsuki's, yeah, I probably shouldn't. At least for... Jesus Christ, why does it always do that? At least for her sake, it would be better in the long run. I love you. Aw, that's... Wait, what? I stare at her, my expression filled with bewilderment. Nat? Yeah, that's me. Did you just... Natsuki? I had to get it off my chest at some point. Wow. I step back for a moment, still trying to register what I've just heard. My body ignoring the layers of warmth put onto it, it begins to shiver. My heart is pounding against the edges of my ribcage. Don't look so surprised. After everything that's happened, after everything that, you know, you've done for me, anyone in my position would be stupid not to. So yeah, fuck, I think I might actually love you. I'm sorry. Oh my god, you never stop apologizing.
Just say you don't like me back and let's get this over with. Better than leaving me in suspense. Wait. I didn't mean it like that. Oh god, just give me a second. My mind can barely process what just happened. Natsuki just confessed to me. I didn't even think for a second that she might reciprocate. But here I am, standing here not saying anything when she made the first move. I have to say something. I mean, I love you. Too. I love you too. Obviously. You do? Of course I do. I'm just kind of stumbling over my words because, I mean, really? You do? Of course I do. I've said it twice now. Well, great. I throw my hands up in the air. I love you. I love you too. Holy shit. I love that. That's like 3 times. Feels weird to say anything else now. I mean, I love you just sounds so natural. Why are we, well, not shouting, but sort of raising our voices? I don't know, should we stop? Might be an idea, okay? Our game of whatever this is concludes in laughter. Closest thing to me. Natsuki backs away for a second. Before lunging forward and... Okay, she's kissing me. This is an interesting development. Oh, who am I kidding? This is fucking amazing. She backs away, still giggling. But then Natsuki turns and goes to wipe her eyes. Oh, you asshole, you made me cry. Oh, good tears, right? Of course they're good tears in here. This is just a really exciting thing for me. Okay, sorry. Even though it's happy tears, I still instinctively put a hand on her shoulder. Hold on, I want to do something real quick. They created their account literally yesterday? That's fucking awesome. Even though it's happy tears, I still instinctively put a hand on her shoulder. So, forgive me for asking, but does this make us, you know, a couple? You know what? I think it might. Perfect. Clearly already bored of our new relationship, Natsuki turns away and starts shoveling snow off a nearby parked car. Damn, relationship. That's gonna take a while to wrap my head around. From what seems to be thin air, however, a snowball hits me square in the face. I recoil, stunned. Oh, you son of a... Ha! Right in your dumb face. That's it. If she wants a snowball fight, I'll give her a snowball fight. I duck for cover behind a bush as she's already packing another. I begin to collect my own. Her footsteps crunch in the snow as she creeps toward me. As I poke my head around, I'm flipped by Natsuki's next snowball. Returning fire on her, I hit him square in the back as she retreats toward the back of the car. Natsuki lets out a yelp and falls to the ground. Natsuki, now on her hands and knees, holds her back in pain. Oh god, are you okay? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I rush over to her side, taking a knee to make sure she's not injured. Natsuki, I'm so sorry. Natsuki scoops the mound of snow up and throws it at my face. She hops back onto her feet and backs away, giggling. Stunned and covered in snow, I trip backwards and knock into the car. Arm blares out, and Natsuki and I trade the "oh shit" looks. In unison, we bolt down the street, leaving behind the fruits of our mischief. After a couple of minutes, I slow down, practically gasping for air. You knew that would get my guard down, didn't you? You're too predictable, Gas. But hey, that's why I love you. I stand silent for a second, unsure of what to do or say now. Well, home? Yeah, quickly would be a good idea. But as it was, my gloves are soaked now. Good idea. She holds out her soggy hand for me, and I take it graciously. We walk the last leg of our journey home together, with a hefty weight off our chests. Discord notif. Yeah, it's whatever. Finally turning back onto our street, I sigh in relief. My left hand feels as though it's about to fall off due to frostbite. However, my right hand is comfortable in Natsuki's. Well, comfortable enough given her iron grip, but I don't mind. Approaching my front door, I muster all my strength, turning the key and opening the door. However, I manage it just fine and hear the reassuring click of the lock unlocking. Before I can retreat into the safety and warmth of my own home, I am blindsided by a snow fist to the face. Natsuki shoves past me, immediately shedding her coat and making a beeline for the couch. Was that last one for luck? Nah, I just felt like it. You're being a real gremlin today, aren't you? That's what I do. It's what I do, guys. Sighing in defeat, I head straight for the radiator and turn it up to what I can only imagine is the literal fires of hell setting. Comfort. Picking up Natsuki's hastily discarded jacket, I hang it over the living room door, followed by my own. From behind me, I can hear Natsuki flipping through channels on the TV before stopping at the jingle of a show I haven't thought of since I last visited Grandma. I groaned. Really? I'm too tired to watch something highbrow. And you look about the same. Well, you're not wrong. I am exhausted. Natsuki pets the free space next to her on the couch. Well, why don't you come watch some garbage TV with me then? Hey, if I wasn't watching it with you... Accepting defeat, I sit down next to her. Catching me by surprise, she puts her arm around my shoulder. I struggle to reciprocate, but eventually find a comfortable spot. The TV is neck deep into the awful soap opera, as far as I can tell anyway. Not like I'm really paying it much mind. Wow, everything is getting super fucking blurry. Natsuki yawns. Like catching a bad cough, I can't help but do the same. Man, I'm really tired. Really. And out cold. Monday, 2nd of October, 2017. Wow, when the hell are we gonna reach Act 2? No, we're in Act 2. When are we gonna reach Act 3? Jesus fucking Christ. Because this is going longer than the previous one. Waking slowly from my nap, I turn to realize that Natsuki is still fast asleep next to me. Groaning, I realize what day it is. Monday, a school day. Turning to Natsuki, who is loudly snoring, I can't help but notice her black eye. While miles better than it was when I first saw it, it's still a little worse for wear. I just wonder if she'll be able to cover it up well enough to risk school. I have to hope so, because either of us missing another school day would be bad news. Crap. Well, if we're not already too late, that is. I clumsily reach over toward the coffee table, trying to pinch my phone without disturbing Natsuki too much. 7:03 a.m. Yeah, we're definitely going. Well, now's as good a time as any to get myself ready. First things first, though. I have a pink fur ball latched to me that I don't dare wake. With the precision of a bull in a china shop, I slip away from her grasp and rush upstairs. Maybe she didn't notice. Oh, she definitely fucking noticed. With a towel around my waist, I vigorously scrub my hair with another as I enter my bedroom. After drying my hair, I dig through drawers for my school uniform. Bingo! As I get myself dressed, I hear the ever-familiar creaking of my stairs. Maybe she did notice. Just as I finish fiddling with my tie, Natsuki pokes her head through the door. Hey, how you feeling? In general? Well, that too, but I was more asking about your thoughts on heading to school today. She takes a second to answer. I could try. What about your eye? And your head? Well, it mostly depends how well I can cover up this. She points towards her eye. Yeah, the swelling isn't nearly as bad, right? Think you can cover it up? I can make a decent effort. I've gotten pretty good with makeup the past few years. And as for my dad, I don't know. I don't think he'll go as far as to confront me at school. Too many witnesses. Dad always liked to behave in public. Our family is nobody's business or whatever. But if something's up, we can always hole up here and get our work somehow. I quickly regain composure before she can notice my demeanor shift. And you've got all your uniform, right? Nothing missing? I checked. Jacket looks good enough? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, and by the way, I'm feeling pretty alright. Well, that's great. Thanks. Talk to you when I'm done. She disappears, and I hear the bathroom door lock from across the hallway. Interesting that neither of us addressed the elephant in the room. I shrug it off and resume my preparation. Heading over to my desk, I unzip my school bag and shove my stationery into it, followed by the reading materials for today's lessons. Okay, my brain had to process that. And the 4th and 5th volumes of Parfait Girls for good measure. Lastly, I come across the poem I wrote for today. I fold it in half, then neatly tuck it away in my bag before slinging it over my back. That should be everything. Heading out into the hall, I wrap I rap on the bathroom door a couple of times. Just a sec. After a moment, Natsuki pokes her head through the door. Okay, how's it look? I'm taken aback by how well she's covered up the fading bruise. Well, for a second, I forgot it was even there. It looks great, thank God. I was worried it wasn't enough. Well, looks like I'm going to school after all. She exits the door only to pull me into a short but sweet half hug, presumably to avoid the makeup smudging. Thanks. For what? It's no problem. Well, I'll be waiting downstairs. You want some toast or something? Oh, that'd be nice. She pecks me on the cheek. I'd better get ready then. I want to be late on the first day back. I nod as she slinks into her room. I idle for a second, just taking in the fact that Natsuki actually kissed me on the cheek. Hell, she hugged me. The fact that we're actually together now is still a little mind-boggling. But I stop dawdling. That toast isn't gonna make itself. The final bell rings, signaling the end of the school day. Students around me, already waiting to go, all pile out through the door. While it was simple enough to catch up with what I missed on Friday, I can't make it a recurring habit. If I fall too far behind, I'm kinda screwed. Truth be told, though, it feels good to be back at school. Not because I particularly enjoy it, but because the rigid timetable gives me something to do. Something I think I desperately needed, given how erratic the past few days have been. Now, time for the literature club. I follow the last few students out of the door and take a left turn. Rounding the corner, I enter through the ever-familiar door and find nobody. I don't think I've ever actually been the first person to arrive at the club before. Digging through my bag, I whip out the fourth volume of Parfait Girls, take a seat at the desk nearest me, and opt to occupy myself with some light reading until someone arrives. Sure enough, it's not too long before the door swings open. Gas? Hey, Nat. You're early. Hey, so are you. Yeah, I'm just around the corner, so... Natsuki scans her eyes across the room. So no one else is here then? Not yet. She hops onto the desk, dangling back and forth. I'm guessing Monica and Yuri were prepping for that welcoming back Sayori thing? And Sayori's, I shrug. Oh yeah. The party. Natsuki sighs. Oh, how's the eye? Nobody's noticed, so I think I did a good enough cover up. And will you need to reapply the makeup or anything? I hope not. You will let me know if you start to see it again, though, won't you? Of course. Two of us sit in silence for a few moments, letting the atmosphere soak in. But before long, I interrupt. Well, want to pass the time? Oh, if Parfait Girl's around. Sure. Beats doing nothing. Hopping off the desk, she pulls out the chair next to mine and takes a seat. Just as we find our page, Monica stumbles through the clubroom door. Wow, you look awful. Hey guys. Oh, hey Monica. You need any help with that? Looking over at the clubroom entrance, I notice Monica carrying a surprisingly large and seemingly heavy bag into the room. She nods her head promptly, and her red face displaying some sort of annoyance. Like when I last saw her, she seems pretty stressed out. I'll give you a hand. Ah. Sure, just be careful, it's fragile. Natsuki assists Monica in carrying the bag into the clubroom and placing it on the teacher's desk. What have you got in there, cinder blocks? Actually, she unzips the bag, unveiling a new tea set. Yo, that's fucking awesome. Just a little something for Sayori. Oh, and the rest of us, of course. The new set has 5 cups, one for each of us. Our names painted on each in a different color. The new teapot has Literature Club written in script across the middle on each side. I mean, it's nice and all, but is this really a gift for Sayori? I don't think I've ever seen her show an interest in tea. Sweet. It looks great, Monica. What's that for? Oh, this? She pulls a decorated card out of the bag, handing it our way alongside her pen. This is actually something I needed to catch up with you two on. Yuri and I have already signed it. Hey, look, the first bit of actual reading! Yay! It's been so fucking long. Dear Sayori, welcome back to the Literature Club. We know things haven't been easy, but we just want you to know that we're all here for you. Regards, Monica, Yuri, Natsuki, and Gaz. Looking over to Natsuki, her expression screams too much. But knowing what happened with the festival, her big day, not to mention the sporadic at best club meetings last week, it seems Monica's praying for something to go her way. Oh sure, I'll sign. Taking her pen, I sign off on it. Handing it over to Natsuki, I nod to her. She scrawls her name down. Thanks, guys. I'm sure she'll really appreciate it coming from all of us. Taking the card back, Monica folds it shut and slots it into the envelope. She neatly puts the card back in its place, wedged between 2 cups. Turning back, she gives us a double thumbs up before zipping the bag up, hiding the tea set from view. So, where is Sayori? Oh, Yuri took her the long way around since, you know, I needed some time to catch up with you. Oh, how could I forget? You two brought your poems, right? For once, I have an answer. In my bag, yeah. Same here. Oh, perfect. Well, it looks like this is gonna go off without a hitch. I hope so. Natsuki takes notice that I'm motioning toward Parfait Girls and return to her page. Monica takes a seat at the teacher's desk, tapping her fingers on the desk. The 3 of us sit in silence, waiting for Sayori and Yuri. Oh no, the snacks! Huh? Monica rises from the chair, heading toward the door. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go get the snacks from my locker. Oh, okay. Just as Monica pulls the door open, Sayori and Yuri appear. That's what I'm... Oh, hey Monica. Monica passes by them without a word, disappearing down the hall. Where's she? The 4 of us gather around some desks that have been pushed together. She said something about going to get some snacks. Oh, snacks. Yay, hopefully she won't be gone for long. Luckily, it only takes a minute or 2 for Monica to return with a frankly ridiculous supply of snacks. Just standing in the doorway, arms filled with chocolate bars, cookies, and peanut butter crackers, all of which I recognize from the store. Sure enough, I can spot the white chocolate bar buried somewhere in there. Oh, wow. You weren't lying when you said snacks, Monica. But it wouldn't be a proper welcome back without them. Monica empties her arms onto the desks before taking her own seat opposite Natsuki and I. Careful, Monica, you nearly spilled the goods. Sorry. I'm just excited to have our vice president back. I really want this to be a special occasion. So Yuri, do you want to do the honors? Oh, of course. Well, now that everyone's here, Monica and I have actually prepared a surprise for everyone. Monica strides over to the teacher's desk and unzips the backpack lying in wait. The new tea set is revealed to everyone. I feign surprise. It's not much, but I thought it would be nice to share. Oh, it looks so elegant. Thanks, Yuri. Thank you. And hey, the cups are bigger. Thanks, Yuri. This must have taken a lot of preparation. Thanks. It seems Yuri can hardly contain her excitement. Oh, it's nothing. I couldn't have done it without Monica, though. Oh, don't mention it, Yuri. So, would anyone care for some tea? That'd be lovely. Oh, yes, please. Ditto. Yeah, thank you.
Noting the reception, Yuri carefully whisks the literature club's new teapot away. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking talk. I can't help but smile. It's been a while since I last saw everyone in the club, all gathered together and happy. As the thought crosses my mind, Monica reaches into the bag, pulling out the card from earlier. Sayori, it's for you, from all of us. Sayori carefully opens it, taking care to avoid ripping the envelope apart. She takes a moment to read before closing it back up and slipping the card back into the envelope. Oh, thanks. No problem. We just wanted you to know that we care. And we're here whenever you need it. That means a lot. But it's okay. You don't need to worry about me. Oh, I just want to make sure you're comfortable here. Thanks, Monica. But as long as I'm here, I'm as comfy as I can be. I'm really relieved to hear that. Oh, hold that thought. Before Sayori can get another word in, Monica motions toward the mountain of snacks. Hold on. Yeah. I don't mean to change the subject so quickly, but take your pick. We're celebrating your return, after all. Sayori shifts in her seat a little, but smiles anyway. These look really nice. And just for you. From the pile, Monica receives the white chocolate bar, offering it to her. Thanks. Don't thank me. Dad steered me in the right direction. Sayori turns to me, giving me a strange smile before quietly tearing the wrapping and taking a nibble. Before long, Yuri returns, teapot in hand. Judging by the steam emanating from the spout and the fact that Yuri's protecting her hands with a dishcloth, I assume it's boiled too hot to hold. She looks like she's trying to handle a bomb. Carefully setting the teapot down on the desk, she begins filling each cup with water. She then rummages through her bag some more and pulls out a small box of tea bags. However, this time she seems to have a surprise in store. Oh, one thing. This isn't just any old tea. This is a mystery blend. She gently swirls the tea bag around in the cup, playing up the mystery element. Taking 4 more, she carefully dips each into the water. Once she's finished, he distributes our individual cups, one by one. Monica raises her teacup. To our vice president. We all awkwardly join her in impromptu toast to Sayori. This is weird. I can tell that Monica's really trying to pep her up, but it's coming across as forced. And even I can tell that Sayori doesn't seem to be enjoying the attention. But I keep the observation to myself and join the other club members in taking a sip. The tea is very tart, but also oddly sweet. I can't for the life of me figure out what it is, but it tastes great. This is really nice, Yuri. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's good. What is it? Yuri, pleased with her selection, sits more relaxed in her seat. It's a mystery blend for a reason, guess. Damn it. Nah, I got nothing. Natsuki shrugs, surmising the same. Why don't you all guess a flavor, and I'll let you know if you get it. You're on. Predictably, Sayori is the first up. Is up for the challenge. She takes a long sip from her cup. Monica and I follow. I'm not sure what it is. This is driving me crazy. It's right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't figure it out. Puppy eyes aren't going to win me over, Sayori. This is impossible. Can we get a little hint? Okay. This blend has organic rooibos, honeybush, and blueberries. That wasn't much of a hint. It seems it's lost on everyone else too. Everyone except, out of the corner of my eye, I notice a grin spread across Monica's face. She's definitely figured it out. Any guesses? Unusually, Monica begins mouthing something seemingly in Sayori's direction. She turns away, trying to avoid her gaze. Natsuki glances towards me, clearly irritated by Monica's coding. Yuri, noticing this, turns to Monica. Monica, I take it you must have a guess? Oh, maybe. Is it blueberry cheesecake? That's correct. It's supposed to taste like blueberry cheesecake. Oh, good job, Monica. Yeah, well done.
Congrats. We all share an awkward moment of silence after the half-hearted celebration. The tension in the air is palpable. Everyone saw what Monica tried to do. It just seems nobody wants to address it. Even Monica can sense that she messed up. Sayori crumples the chocolate bar wrapper. Desperate to salvage the moment, Monica approaches her. Oh, don't worry, Sayori. I can get those for you. With the smile of a caring mother, she... Wow, her eyes look better already. She outstretches her hand, waiting for Sayori to give up her garbage. Oh, well, alright. Monica trots over to the door hastily and exits the classroom, likely in search of the trash cans down the hall. Taking this moment of solace, Yuri and Sayori seem to quietly convince. It's no wonder who they're talking about. Giving them their privacy, I turn to Natsuki. We need to do something. Oh, I racked my brain for poems. Yeah, okay. You bring it up. It might burst a blood vessel if I have to deal with her crap for another minute. Hey, she's trying. Even if she is, screwing it up at every turn. Yeah. Right on cue, Monica returns empty-handed. I suppose now is as good a time as any to bring it up. Monica? We were thinking maybe it's a good time to exchange poems. Oh yeah, good idea, Cass. As if she's just been blessed by God, Monica snaps back to her usual confident self. Okay, everyone. We've not read each other's poems in a while, right? Well, how about we do that now? If you'd like to get yours ready, then we can pass amongst each other and, as if like clockwork, Yuri, Natsuki, and myself all begin digging through our bags. Oh no, Sayori lingers around, unsure of what to do with herself. Monica, having gotten her poem ready, notices Sayori. I hastily mouth sorry to her. Sayori, have you got a poem? I mean, I totally understand if you haven't. I know the club might have been low priority. Guys, you haven't been low priority. I didn't really think to write a poem. But all I've wanted to do since I got home was come back here. Sorry, Sayori, I didn't mean to assume. Well, in any case, guys, if you want to pack them back up, maybe we'll do this another time, when Sayori can join in. Oh no, it's alright. I'd still be happy to read the others' poems. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the reason for holding everyone else up. But I don't want you to feel left out, Sayori. I'm sure they don't mind holding their poems back until... Monica, I really think you should let Sayori make the decision. Yeah, it should be up to her. Monica finally seems to notice that all eyes are on her. Natsuki looks like she could tear her to shreds. Before Monica can pick up her sentence, however, Sayori takes a stand. You know, it probably is best if we leave the poems for tomorrow. Oh, well, if that's what you want. Once again, we're at a loss for words. The silence is so deafening it's honestly difficult to handle. I can only imagine how much pressure Sayori's under. Eager to remedy the situation, I contemplate heading over to her to ask how she's doing. Something tells me that's the last thing she'd want. Besides, she's already talking quietly with Yuri. And now the two are packing up together. They're already halfway out the door when Monica notices. Guys? She rushes out. She rushes over, presumably to ask her what's up. They both disappear into the hallway. Natsuki stares me down with the same guilty expression I can feel forming on my face. I feel a lump in my throat. Right, screw this. I'm gonna go talk some sense to Monica. Are you sure? Well, are you gonna do it? Before I can get a word in, Natsuki's already stormed off after them. I consider following, but I think my face is the last one that any of them would want to see. A few minutes pass by with no sign of anybody. Natsuki's right, why didn't I speak up sooner? She's going out of her way to try and fix things. I mean, even Yuri had to intervene. What a great job I did sticking up for my friend there. I take a sip of my now lukewarm tea to try and calm my nerves. Maybe I should. Hold on. Speaking of tea, I should probably actually drink some of my damn tea. God, that shit's good. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Cass, Monica's back, alone. I. I think that'll do for the club today, Cass. Don't worry, I'll clean up the mess. It's clear Monica is shaken by Sayori's abrupt exit. I don't think I've ever seen her this stressed out. But I take her at her word and begin packing up my things. I shove Parfait Girls back in the bag and I let the door. As I exit, I hear Monica muttering angrily to herself. You've had one job. One job. I decide not to approach her. Exiting the clubroom, I exhale deeply. My first instinct is to call Natsuki, ask where she is. But she doesn't have a phone. Crap. It's pretty safe to assume she's probably gone straight back to my house, but truth be told, I'm still worried. Well, home it is. Pardon. I make my way down the street. My house in sight. I quicken my pace, anxious to make sure Natsuki's there. Arriving at the front door, I fumble with my keys until I grab the right one. I unlock the door and swing it open. Scanning the entrance, my eyes are drawn to the sight of bright pink pigtails protruding above the couch. I heave a sigh of relief and come inside to greet Natsuki. Hey, hi. Cold. I take a seat next to Natsuki, glancing towards the blank TV. She says nothing. I think I'm gonna go check on Sayori in a bit. Good. She contemplates for a moment, head in her hands. God, I knew this would happen. I had this nagging suspicion that it was all gonna go wrong. Hell, I even warned you that Sayori might not take too kindly to being coddled like that. She sighs. I should have said something earlier. And you should have said something, period. I try to bring myself to explain, but listen, I can't justify it. I just didn't know what to say. Anything would have done. I get the pressure. I felt it too. That's why I went along with the stupid card and the fake surprise. But Gash, you're always singing her praises. You've known her longer than any of us. You knew she wouldn't like being the center of attention. You knew Monica's special day revolved entirely around making her the center of attention. Why didn't you speak up? Why didn't you? I tried. I know it was too late, but I tried to. She wasn't having any of it. She took off with Yuri the moment I started laying into Monica. You did. What did you say? What do you think? I told her to stop treating Sayori like some sad puppy or she would lose the club she's so desperately trying to keep together. And that's why I haven't gone back to talk to her yet. That's why I haven't gone to talk to her yet. I don't think she'd be too keen to hear me out. I mean, you think she isn't going to at least kind of blame herself for all this? The thought hadn't even crossed my mind until now, but it worries me sick. Putting us on the spot for me lashing out at Monica, for the club probably disbanding. What? The club's actually... She sighs, taking a gulp from her glass of water. I said a lot of stuff I didn't mean to Monica earlier. But I'm not going back there until she gets her act together. And I can't imagine Sayori, at least, would she... And I can't imagine Sayori at least want to go back anytime soon either. And then, even if you and Yuri still showed up, there wouldn't be enough members to keep it afloat. Running her hair through her. That is the fucking polar opposite of how that sentence should be. Running her hands through her hair. She comes full circle. You need to talk to Sayori. She'll at least hear you out. You explain that you're very sorry for leaving her high and dry like you did. that you want to make up for it, and you do whatever you can to make it up to her. If she still wants anything to do with me, then I'll help too. And a touch of advice, don't try to justify Monica's actions to her. You should have been the one to stick up for her. I know. Tell Monica to knock that shit off. I doubt she'll want to hear it, at least not now. I know. And I will tonight. I guess I figured. I don't know. Every time I wanted to pipe up, I got caught up in the fact that Monica was just doing what she thought was right. Oh, hello? TN name 09. Where did I find the game? Technically speaking, this is a mod of the game. Or are you talking about Doki Doki Literature Club in general? Oh, you've already left. God damn it. Why am I so bad at this? I guess I figured, I don't know. Oh, wait. She thought was right. Yeah, sure, she was trying to do the right thing. Yes, that doesn't matter when the right thing is in her head. And is making Sayori feel even worse than she already does. Damn. I mean, God, did you see her face? She was like a rabbit in the headlights. Yeah, but she thought it was right. I'm not going to rip into her just because she didn't know any better. Because, well, look what happened. Are you trying to blame me for this? I'm not blaming anyone here, alright? I'm just saying, this isn't as black and white as you're trying to make it out to be. Monica had good intentions. You shouldn't have been so aggressive with her. Then what should I have done? Just sit there and let it happen? Let Sayori talk to her when she felt the time was right. Aren't you the one so concerned about treating Sayori like a big girl? So what? You wanted me to sit around and wait until it blew up again? Just because good old Monica thought she was doing the right thing? Of course you'd say that. What do you mean? This is no different to Thursday. What happened Thursday? Wait, what are you on about? You thought you were doing the right thing, right? When you broke me out of there? I mean, hell, I thought you were too. But now, sleeping with one eye open, waiting for Dad to show up any second, I don't think it was. I should have realized this was a bad idea. I shouldn't have listened to you. I should have just waited out like a month until my 18th. Done my time. I swallow. I'm at a loss for words. Every time I try to speak, my mind draws a complete blank. I mean, look, you still don't have anything. If you can't stick up for your best friend, how are you supposed to help me? We can figure it out then. Right now. Don't worry. I think I already have it figured out. Does she? What are you? Huh? Her gaze pierces into my soul. She can't possibly mean no. No, no, no. No, you can't. Why not? I'm screwed either way. And at least I know where I stand with my dad. Why though? It's just 1 month. Why can't you? We can wait it out. We can do it. Are you telling me that? Or are you telling yourself? Because you don't sound as sure of it as you think you do. And can you please stop telling me to think, Gas? What? You keep on telling me everything will be alright. But you have no idea what you're doing. What in the world is she saying? Fuck. I feel like I'm gonna suffocate in here. I need to get out. I need space. Hey, wait. Where are you going? I need a few hours. Some fresh air. Wait, Gas. grab my jacket from the rack on the front door. I have my keys and I'm gonna lock the door behind me once I'm out. Gas, just wait a second. Answer for nobody. I'll let myself back in. Gas, isn't talking the one thing you need to do? I can't talk if I can't think, Natsuki. And I need time to do that. Fine. The word lingers in the air as I reach the exit. Pulling the door to, I let myself out into the chilly street. Oh, fucking ringing. God damn. I should talk to her. Next door. I rap on the door harshly. Weather being what it is, I dig into my pocket for my gloves. As I pull them on, I'm greeted by Sayori. Gas? Can we talk? Like now? What? Are you coming inside or what? It's freezing out here. Are you okay with going for a walk? I need some fresh air. Now? It's after dark. Jeez, I guess. I'll grab my coat. Mom's asleep, so I think I can I can sneak out for an hour. Do you know where we're? I don't have a clue. I just want to walk. Okay, how about I take you on my little route? Your route? Yeah, to clear my head. By the sounds of things, that's what you need to do. Sayori reaches over to her door, pulling a coat off the rack before trudging outside. Taking a left. Sure. We walk past my house. I don't see Natsuki in the window. Down the street, Sayori takes another left. I follow. So, you're here to talk, right? Yeah. Well, I'm listening. What's up? Well, I think it goes without saying, but I'm sorry for not sticking up for you. I just didn't know how. And I want to make up for it however I can. Gas, don't worry about it. I don't think anyone really knew what to say. And for what it's worth, I know Monica was just trying to help. She came off a little strong. I'm not as upset with her because of that. I understand why she's trying so hard. It's just, even despite her intention, it doesn't feel good to be babied like that. It's like, it's not that hard to just treat me like she always used to. It makes me feel like I've done something wrong. Yeah, that's why I want to apologize. You really don't have to, Gas. It was pretty awkward for everyone. I get why you couldn't speak up. It's not just that. I ran into Monica way back on Friday while she was getting supplies for everything. I didn't think much of it at the time. I should have told her to be careful not to overdo it. Well, it's not like you could have known. We make our way down another side street. Noticing the look I gave her, she continues. Gas, it's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. You've been my best friend for years. I should have known better. Don't beat yourself up so much. I'm okay, really. It may have been the most tense, uncomfortable 10 minutes since, thinking about it, it hasn't really been a very good week. But still, it was just that, 10 minutes. It's over now. So don't worry about it. Alright, if you say so. But if it'll make you feel better, I accept your apology. You do know you can talk to me if you're ever feeling down, right? Of course, Gas. I don't need to be reminded every few seconds, Hey, you were the first person I ever opened up to about what I was going through. If it wasn't for you, yeah. Besides, isn't that what I'm doing now? Huh? Yeah. Time to change the subject. But not to her. Not yet. So, how long have you been taking these walks? I used to only walk when I couldn't sleep, but my therapist recommended I do it more often. So now I just do it whenever I feel like I need it. Never really took you for a big walker. That's probably because you were still asleep. I'd be up until like I don't even know when. And when I was sick of doing nothing with that time, so I just walked at like 5 in the morning. It was probably only I was probably only out for 10 minutes the first time. But yeah, it helps. For once, I enjoy the silence, even if it's just around the block, you know. And I feel like I can get through the next 12 hours without feeling like a burden to everyone. I feel like it goes without saying now, but you have never been a burden, Sayori. If I never did or said something that if I ever did or made something that made you feel that way, you didn't guess. Well, you didn't mean to. You still have a hard time thinking otherwise. But these walks usually help take off the edge. Wait, hold on. Help take some of the edge off. There we go. Well, if you ever get bored of the silence, I could always make things a little more interesting. Plus, it's the opportune time to just hash stuff out, you know? As waking up at 6 in the morning on a Saturday to go for a walk. When you put it that way. It's been a while since I heard you laugh. It's refreshing, and a little relieving too. We start making our way up a pretty steep incline. It's not like I wouldn't have enjoyed your company. It's just the earlier I got out, the better. Especially when I could catch the sunrise. That room to think. I guess it finally gave me the push I needed to finish Dear Sunshine. Right, that was the first poem she had done, I think. If you remember that. I'm pretty sure that was your first poem that you had done while I was around. God, yeah, it feels like a million years ago now. But you weren't worried about some random creeps that could be lurking around. What, a prowler in this neighborhood? Just being out so early with no one else around? Seems like the perfect recipe for trouble. You watch way too much anime. What's that saying? Art imitates life? Isn't it the other way around? Life imitates art? Maybe. Am I wrong though? I know better than to go down any dark alleys, guys. I've never had to deal with any random creeps. But I don't have to worry about any of that now. Because you're doing these walks at a reasonable time now? Well, that, but also, Sayori jumps up and pulls me into a quick-tight hug. Because I have my best friend to protect me, obviously. Oh yeah, me and my big manly muscles. I return the hug and set her down. We continue walking along the sidewalk until we reach the top of the incline. What muscles? I don't remember a damn thing about muscles. We're greeted by a cliff-top road winding along the edge of a cliff. Guardrails fence us in. I can hear the crashing waves against the cliff face far below. Yeah, not bad, is it? Not bad at all. You walk all the way down there? If I plan to stay out for like 2 more hours, that road carries on for miles. I usually just hike up for the exercise. Oh, and the view. Yeah. So, you want to take a seat? She points across the road to a dingy little bus stop. Sure. We cross the road hastily before sheltering in the bus stop. At least it protects us from the wind. Anyway, I know you didn't walk with me all the way up here just to apologize. So what's really going on? I notice I'm not saying anything. Why can't I bring myself to say the words? Just the two of us, stuck in the house together. It just gets a little catastrophic sometimes. Claustrophobic sometimes, you know? But it's alright. Okay, it's not really alright. Trouble in paradise, huh? Why not? How is she? Oh, you know. Well, you saw how she blew up. You tell me. Mm-hmm. Monica didn't deserve that. But I guess we'll... But I guess, well, I get it. Yeah. And now, she thinks she wants to go back home, and I don't know what to do. Oh no. Why? Because I need to grow a backbone. She said something like, if you can't even stick up for Sayori, how can you protect me? Sayori doesn't respond. I know she's right. I just need to prove to her that I can. Well, you need to remember that she's scared. Scared and alone. She's not alone, but she feels it. Isolated. Isolated. And if she feels isolated, she's gonna want somewhere normal to return to. Even if it's bad for her in the long run. How could she feel alone like that? I've been there every moment. I continue listening. I kind of felt something like that in the hospital, you know? By day 2, I was losing my mind. The only interaction I had with the outside world were nurses, the psychologists, Mom, and you. I just wanted to go back and see my friends. And that was only for 3 days. Imagine how Natsuki feels, close to a week now, right? 4 days. 4 days with no end in sight. I'm not comparing your place to a prison gas. That's how she might feel. I guess, I wish she didn't feel that way. I was hoping that since we're together... Sorry, blinks. Yeah. A long, stinging silence. Hey, if I learned anything from my therapist, Gas, it's that a relationship doesn't fix things. It can help to fix things sometimes. But it's not a cure-all. You love her, right? I exhale and nod after a moment. Yeah, a lot. Then I think you should sit down with her and talk. Really listen to her issues. But I do listen to her. I've done nothing but. She has to feel like she's being listened to, Gas. Otherwise, neither of you are going to get anywhere. Shuri draws a deep breath and looks out toward the sea. I certainly didn't feel listened to back then. And I know I know that everyone was, but it's really hard to focus on that in the moment. I think Nat feels the same way, is all. I internally shudder at what she, however, unintentionally implied. She pauses for a moment before bringing her gaze back to me. She holds my hand and squeezes it. Jeez, she's freezing. I can't even feel it through my gloves. I know that your first thought is to help and protect your friends. I, of all people, know that. It's one of the reasons you're my best friend. But I think you need to turn it off once in a while, you know? We don't all need saving all the time. And I think you're being more of a protector to her than a friend. Well, boyfriend. I'm not sure if that's what she needs. If that makes sense. A low-pitched rumble interrupts her. She lets go of my hand before reaching into her pants pocket. Sorry, I've gotta take this. Shuri exits the bus stop, presumably for some privacy. She's quick to answer the call. Hi, Mum. I'm with Gas. We were just going for... right now? But it's... Okay, Mum. I'll be back soon. No, Mum, it's him. We'll be fine. Yes, I'm wearing a jacket. Yes, I'll be okay. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. She hangs up before sighing. She wants you home? Yeah. After last week, she started to worry about me a lot. And I have to take my evening medication on time. You think you're gonna be able to handle this? I audibly sigh, unsure of how to answer. I suppose so. It's just a little touch and go with Natsuki right now. Yeah. We soak in the silence, both uneasy. Anyway, I do have to get home, so yeah, of course. Shuri takes off in a hurry. Struggling to my feet, I catch up with her. Oh, hello, Undine Dreamer.
It is a mod. It is the Exit Music Redux mod. It is really fun thus far. Oh, wait. Son of a bitch. I wasn't paying enough attention again. I really need to stop focusing so much. We begin making our way home, backtracking the way we came. Alright, I'm gonna take a brief moment to check everything in OBS. And everything else. You know, this was nice. Hopefully it makes up for not being able to hang out yesterday. Oh yes, don't worry about it. You were busy. Yeah, I guess. We should do it again sometime. Sometime soon. Yeah, maybe not tomorrow because Yuri's coming over to help me study, but hey, maybe we could both come over. Have like a study party or something. Hey, that actually sounds nice. Sure. Thanks, Sayori, for everything. I'm glad we cleared the air. And now I know how I can approach. From the end of the street, a car slowly pulls around the corner. The headlights disorient me, and I raise my arm to my face to blot it out. As the headlights swing back to the center of the road, I get a good look at it. My blood runs cold as ice. Time slows to a crawl. No, this can't be happening. I can't. An old vintage muscle car. A familiar silhouette at the wheel, illuminated only by the glow of a lit cigarette. It's him. But as quickly as the car arrives, it's gone, cruising past us and heading straight up the hill. The fact that he pays us no mind is no consolation. Sayori turns to me, clearly noticing the look on my face. Gas, are you? Yeah, my heart pounds in my ears. I stumble toward a nearby lamppost for support, propping myself up against it. Gas, what's wrong? Sayori, it's her dad? What? I can't even bear to repeat it. I start to run. I need to get home. She needs to be safe. My knees buckle, my foot slips, and I plummet down onto the snowy pavement. Gas? It quickly becomes a struggle to breathe. All I can force myself to do is memorize. In, out, in, out. Sayori hovers over me, unsure of what to do. Gas, can you hear me? Just hang on, okay? I'll get you an ambulance. I spring into action, just barely able to spit out a sentence. No. Just please get me home. Quickly. Sayori balks before nodding. Clasping my hand tightly, she prepares to try and hoist me up. She's saying something, but I've completely tuned her out. Maybe it's a countdown? She somehow pulls me into a sitting position. Before I know it, I'm back on my feet. I feel her arm wrap around my shoulder, pulling me close. One step, two step, 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 one step, two step. And out. Like a fucking light. And things are about to get really shitty. Oh, Act 3! I'm finally here. God, that took a long damn time. 3 hours and 31 minutes. Damn straight. Act 2 has been completed. Welcome, new viewer. I'm sorry you came in a bit late, but if you're willing to stick around for just a little while longer, I'm going to turn on my ending music, as well as prep you guys to go out in a raid. Well, whatever people are here, that is. So I'm hoping you're having a lovely time. Let me start up that raid in just a minute. Let's see. Let me get everything set up. Be right back chatting. I hope you've been having a lovely time though while you've been here. I don't know how long you've been here. Probably not very long, though, considering I just recently checked how many people were viewing. In the meantime, however, I wish you a lovely time at whoever I send you guys to. Let's see. Raid is starting. Oh wait, what? Lord. Unable to raid. What? Okay, that's weird. Never been unable to raid someone. Ah, no one's here. In the meantime, stream ending page. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Of me and you. Hope you've all had a lovely time. I'll see you all